Still kicking that shit that they love me. Clean it fuck, but I came out the gutter. If she see me and hug me, I fuck her. I been calling me play with no huddle. If it smoke with me, know that it's on me. Jackie Chan, cause I do my own stunting. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Still kicking that shit that they love me. Clean it fuck, but I came out the gutter. If she see me and hug me, I fuck her. I been calling me play with no huddle. If it smoke with me, know that it's on me. Jackie Chan, cause I do my own stunting. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. I'm smelling like Isians as I'm lifted. I keep me a 223 with extension. Your girl keep tagging my name in the mention. And now she about to get spanked by the miss. No mathematician, I'm good with these digits. I made me some prezzy with baggers and digits. I made me some money off plastics and gifts. Ain't a millionaire yet, but I'll be in a minute. I'm fresh like a mannequin walking in Linux. I see it, I want it, I get it, I spend it. These niggas finessing, they leasing and written. They really some losers, they never been winning. They really some boosters, my sauce, they be still. I got hackers in Russia plugged in with the Kremlin. I'm cool when this pressure, we turning the gremlins. It's up and it's stuck and we straight to the ceiling. I do my dirt solo, ain't never no witness. I ain't Kevin Hart, ain't no laughing and giggling. Like T.I. first album, my nigga, I'm serious. The one and the only, it ain't no equivalent. Whatever I'm rapping, you see it, I'm living. These niggas be living in their mama basement. Really ain't gangsta, they broke, mad and hating. They really upset, I put dick in their legs. Still kicking that shit that they love me. Clean it fuck, but I came out the gutter. If she see me and hug me, I fuck her. I been calling me play with no huddle. If it smoke with me, know that it's on me. Jackie Chan, cause I do my own stunting. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Still kicking that shit that they love me. Clean it fuck, but I came out the gutter. If she see me and hug me, I fuck her. I been calling me play with no huddle. If it smoke with me, know that it's on me. Jackie Chan, cause I do my own stunting. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. Yeah, they hate cause they ain't get no money. After we fuck, I will no longer speak. I won't pay you a 40 or buy Uber Eats. I bought a 3-5, baby, roll up a spliff. And when we get done, baby, there go your lift. On that shot lotto, it hit like Shakisha. A cool motherfucker, I keep me a heater. I'm dripping designer, field guard or essential. The only thing left is to call me some virtue. Don't fuck with you niggas, ain't good for my mental. I want you to win, ain't no hate in my system. I want you to prosper so you can stop bitching. You niggas be messy, you fuck like some women. That man think be ready to fuck when they see me. It's niggas like me getting close to extinction. The man in the mirror is who I compete with. Strictly after her bag ain't no secret. I'm the league MVP and you still in the bleachers. To go to my city, I don't need your feature. You better than me, come on, stop it, you reaching. You better come take you some notes while I'm teaching. If you fucking with me, you done stepped in the deep end. I caught my first bad parking lot at the West and pick up your girl, she went off in the West. And her mama done called and told her I'm a blessing.
Good morning. How y'all feel? All right. You know it's the 4th of July. I know y'all off today. I know y'all got that grill set up, ready to get to it. But before we do all that grilling, come over here and see who doing all this killing. Welcome to the best show in the morning is DaOnes Detective Agency. And you are kicking it right now at what you do before you go and clock in? You come in a little early, you sit in the parking lot, you get in, you still got about 5 minutes before you have to sign in to your your workstation. You go to the water cooler.
Welcome to work, detectives. It's time to start another day. Warm up with your friends and get yourself together for the case.
Already, bro. They started this shit already. Man, welcome to the water cooler, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? What y'all got planned for today? What do you have planned for today? Are we celebrating July 4th? Did you celebrate Juneteenth? Do you celebrate both? Let me know what it is that you and your family have planned for today. I'm gonna get some of that water here. I ain't been drinking water. Well, got that water in me. I needed it. It's bro over here. It be what right now it's 6:15. 6:15 in the morning. I did not go to bed till this time. Three something. 3:40 or something like that. 6:15. We up, we sharp, we ready to go. Y'all, I hope y'all in a good place, in a good space, man. I just wanted to say I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what's going on. We got the super chat. You can drop in the super chat if you're on YouTube. We rocking on the super chat. I'm about to make this show a YouTube only show. I'm not even gonna have it on Facebook or nothing. So make sure you following, you locked in with your boy As we grow, as we go, as we show up and show out, we finna do what we do. My girl Modesty was traveling, so she may not be at work today. She had let me know, but I don't know how band camp's going to work. So if band camp might go off without a hitch, not sure. I don't know. I ain't got the right information yet. But as soon as I know, you'll know. But you still can go follow Modest Moments. Make sure you locked in because it is the day for band camp. Fridays belong to band camp at 6 Central. If you kicking it, you got a little drink in your hand, you feeling good watching fireworks, tap in, pull up, tap in. My boy Young Tay White. Follow Young Tay White, the youngest CEO. I know, the dopest reaction show on the internet. Y'all messing with it. That is the best video reaction show out. We are on the pace to 200 videos, 300 subscribers. We're almost at 300 subscribers. I think we at 250 subscribers so far. We started from zero, 2 months in, and we doing our thing, man. I appreciate everybody that goes to Tay White page, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment on videos that we make and that we drop. It may not be a video for you. You still put that thumbs down, shit pile emoji. Like, boy, I do not like this song. But if you do like that song, put that heart in that thing and be like, oh no, Tay, boy, y'all doing that. I like this song. You also, while we speaking of Tay, Tay got a sale today. Today is the sale. You want some of them red, white, and blue crash out custom shorts from the Highway Collection? Go to highwaycollection.com, put in the discount code UNO, and you will receive a discount on item that's already on sale. But I'm saving you money. Even swap ain't no swindle. You come and support me, I give you discounts. Tap in. Make sure you lock in with my boy Young Tay and the rest of the crew. Um, I I'm happy. It's my grandson's birthday today. My middle boy, Cody Wody, Dakota Jet. Happy birthday to my little 3 year old. My 3 year old going on 30. And then my baby boy Daxton, his birthday be on the 7th. So and then I got my boy Dream. Everybody, everybody birthday is right there on that week. So it's a big week for the Dallas family, for the mob, man. Y'all ready to get into this, man? Let's get into this roll call, and we gonna kick this case off. Y'all know what it is. It's part two of the case from yesterday. I left my kids with grandma. We got grandma in jail. The auntie is being questioned. We all don't like the auntie. Auntie is uh auntie is a little suspicious. And when we left off yesterday, we had her in the talking to the damn detective, talking about, oh, I don't know why my sister, the kid's mother, Amy, who died in the care of grandma and auntie, I don't know why they don't want me at the funeral. Girl, you know what the let's get into this roll call for the lady get me the customer out early.
Roll call. Hurry up, detectives. It's time to work.
Hey, it's the Booski in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss T. I hope you slept well. I hope you rested well. I hope you ready to do this morning. We're gonna find out what kind of twists and turns and twists gonna end up in this case. Hey, it's the bro. Hey, what up, bro? I hope everything good your way. You and sis. Congratulations on the successful count. Cook good that you give back to the kids and pour in that the currency that's the most important, and that's knowledge. And I appreciate that, bro. Keep doing your thing. Big salute to the mob. Make sure y'all follow my boy Biosha, man, and my sister Cheryl, man. Good content creators, great business owners, and a great couple, great people. If y'all want to get some good positive energy, go ahead and tap in with my boy Biosha. This Shinobi, man. You know what it is. Peace, 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 Miss T. I guess I gotta wait to cut this grass. But hey, now we gonna get in here. We gonna get on out there so you can get on out there in that grass now. Going to a barbecue. Okay, man. They don't invite me to no barbecue because they don't be having nothing for the vegetarians and shit on here, man. Hey Sharon, go on and take the Sharon in the building, locked in, ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Highway collection sale, man. Tap in. It is a highway collection sale for sure. Use discount code UNO and get you some money on off. Hey, Auntie, yeah, Auntie, boy, put Auntie in jail. Y'all ready to go ahead and kick this off, man? Let's get into it, man. Part two. I left my babies with Granny.
The only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the DaOnes Detective Agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
DaOnes Detective Agency, with your captain, Uno the One.
I don't know. Were you?
This exchange that just occurred is intriguing. It seems that Tanina is looking to see if the detective would be open to believing that perhaps she was sleepwalking when the incident occurred. It would have been interesting to see what her response would have been had the detective responded to her question with, "It's possible, what do you think?"
No, I woke up in my bed, but somebody's like playing I feel like it's just mind tricks. You know what I mean? Like my sister Vicky is just like asking me things that I just don't
Like what?
appreciate.
What did she ask you?
She asked me if there was scratches on me.
Well, because there's marks on your mom.
There is?
I documented them yesterday.
So as you see, we picked right up where we were yesterday. It was we were complaining about, hey, y'all didn't check mama's hands and her on. She got the long sleeves on, so they did. We was right on top of it. We said Shawty had her gloves and her jacket and her scarf, her beanie, a long sleeve on the whole interrogation when it first happened. This second interrogation was some months uh, of work and already passed, like time had already passed. So this what we're seeing now is a lapse after the first initial interview with Auntie. She had all her garments on in the building. She was in that building for a couple hours, and she was fully clothed to be outside in some very cold weather. And nobody ever took her stuff off. Nobody ever looked at her hands. Nobody ever really treated Auntie as a suspect when she was suspicious at best. So we here. Let's do it.
Really?
Yes.
In this case, it's likely okay that the police are disclosing that Terry has marks
Appreciate
on
that,
her.
Sharon. You
The
know your
detective
brother
is not
doing me
only letting
fine.
Tanina know that they have evidence, but also testing
People don't even know that I learned how to make beats, but I'm not proficient at it. You see, that was only a sample in a ding, 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 ding. I can hear that by ear. I could do that, and I was a drummer, so I could do drum patterns. So it was just simple. It was just a little sample. I took the original song and I took out the words and all of that, and I just put a little beat on top of the original. I appreciate y'all vibing to it though. It's another beat out on the internet that sounds similar to that one.
to see her reaction.
You couldn't see them originally, but marks start to reappear as time goes on. If you get if I hold your skin real tight right now, I might leave a red mark on your arm,
Mm-hmm.
and the bruise will come up a day or so later. You'll see the actual bruise.
Not sure. I'm not sure that in the bathtub. I don't want to answer questions.
That detective did not make no sense.
I just don't know what happened. Jen, I don't know. I understand it.
Let me see your arms, Mom. Why do you have bruises all over you?
They asked me that today. They put all kinds of stuff on me, like I think it was like like they were doing some kind of testing.
Detectives photographed bruises and abrasions on Terry's arms and hands, which they
Yeah, we
believe
read
to be
this.
proof of the struggle between her and D'Angelo.
You know what? I'm sorry, but there's some right here.
Like what?
There's like little scratches. And there was like a piece of shower curtain under my bed.
It was a piece of shower curtain under your bed. Y'all beat that baby, wrapped them up in that damn shower curtain, and put him back in the tub to try to make it seem as if he accidentally drowned. Put their ass in
A
prison
piece of
forever.
shower curtain under your bed.
Like, it wasn't torn off, it was like cut off.
This interview took a strange turn. Not only does she display some odd behavior such as mouth covering and nose rubbing after the mention of the cut shower curtain under her bed, Tanina may be trying to paint herself as a victim here. This may be an attempt to try and distance herself from being viewed
Yeah.
as a suspect. It
Yes.
seems like she's implying that someone was trying to frame her.
Girl.
Is it still there?
Nobody ain't trying to frame
Yeah.
you. Come on, sure.
We'll go back to your
Nobody's
house.
trying to frame you.
I want to see that, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
Now, these marks on your leg, explain them to me.
They're just like little. Maybe I'm just freaking out. I don't know. I just feel like. How do you feel? You woke up to your sister's nephew
What?
dead, and everybody thinks
Your
that
nephew.
you're a part of this. You know what I mean?
You wake up to your sister's nephew dead? So that's not your nephew? You wake up to your sister's nephew dead. And everybody thinking you have something to do with it. And that's the remorse and that's the energy that you put forth back. Like, that's your sister nephew. That ain't your nephew. I woke up and my nephew is dead at my house. Not I woke up and my sister's nephew is freaking dead. That lady is guilty, bro.
Well,
But I'm not a part of it.
I
And
haven't
it's
had
just
anybody
like,
tell me that they think you're a part of it. I've talked to quite a few people the last couple of days. So if they're telling you something different, it's different than what I'm hearing, or else you're thinking it.
In addition to Tanina's odd interview, Vicky's jail visits with her mother during those first few critical days were also very interesting. It
Let's see.
appears that Terry was preoccupied with thoughts of Tanina rather than her grandson or even her own well-being.
Oh, I have so many questions. How's Tornado doing?
She's okay, Mom. But she's also in her own will.
I know.
Okay. And, you know, Tonina, I'm going to tell you straight out, I don't know so much about this girl, Mom. She's really in her own world, and she's really weird. And she tried, like, knocking down my door, and she tried beating me up and everything, Mom.
What? So Tanina done came today at approximately 2015, 8:15. Tanina went over to Vicky's home at blank. Tanina tried to drag blank Vicky's 11-year-old daughter out of the house. Blank resisted and would not go with Tanina. Vicky thought that Tanina was off her meds and was acting very aggressive. Let me see. Tanina has been blank since 2003 and has a strong violent mood swings. Vicky requested that SHPD check on the welfare of Tanina. Oh, so she be spazzing out. That's why they scared of her
Because
ass.
she doesn't want nobody to be around her.
She's all upset, Vicky, please.
I know.
Let her go.
I am.
She's just a baby. She's only 25.
You have to take care of her. That's the thing. You cannot. What would she do? She's home right now. There is nothing in there. Yeah, she's eating. She's fine. You're worried about that right now? You're worried about Tonina right now. No, I'm worried. I think you should worry about yourself, not Tonina eating. I don't think it matters right now. She's fine. She was straightening her hair today. She's perfectly fine, believe me. Where would Tonina go? I'm so worried about her. She can't.
Why the hell is she worried about Tonina? Is Tonina slow? Is she incapable? Is she disabled in any way? You killed your grandson. You and Tonina killed y'all people. And you just worried about her. You ain't worried about you finna face the rest of your life in this here prison. You worried about Tonina. She eating. Shawty straightening her hair. She done crashed out on her sister. Then came back to the detective to act as if she didn't know what was going on. I don't know why they didn't want me at the funeral. Bitch, you pulled up to the crib. You done pulled my 11-year-old daughter out of the house. You doing too much. Doing too much.
You have a home. She'll have to come stay with you if there's anything that happens, you know that.
She's not coming to my house.
daughter, the little one?
She's
We
not
don't
little.
have facilities for that right now. But when you get transferred over to the Macomb County Jail, I'll probably be able to make phone calls from there.
Okay.
We're pretty much geared to house men here.
Okay.
That's kind of the way it's set up, so we don't have that ability right now. Which daughter did you want to talk to? You've got a couple.
Yeah, the little one, Tonina.
You don't
That's
have a
the one
little
that you live
girl.
with, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
She's 25. She's not little.
Because she's trying to be a dress designer, so that's why all the clothes and things are in there. But
Yeah, we saw the mannequin with the clothes and stuff on it. It looks like she had some clothes elsewhere. Looks like she's actually pretty good at it.
she's not good at it. She's really good at it. I mean, she makes even after.
She can probably do evening gowns and formal dresses. That's kind of what it looked like.
She's obsessed with
Does
her
she do
daughter.
costumes too? Like there was some kind of
That's it,
feather
yeah.
stuff, and there's all kind of things.
Well, you know, I don't.
Y'all see these
like
bags
those,
right here in
and
my eye?
she's turned that room.
I need to go to sleep.
Those are the circus.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know,
age.
you know,
It's the age.
She puts those feathers up there, the big mask, and she
Yeah.
had her a mannequin she made into.
Looks like a Mardi Gras type
Well,
thing.
yeah, she's like a skeleton and that, but she put her cards, for the people.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of her.
I can see.
Yeah, it would be
That's-
too. She'd be very successful.
I remember one of our detectives on yesterday said she's covering for the daughter. I think it was Sherry. She said she's covering for the daughter. The more and more I hear her talk, the more I think she's covering for the daughter. What y'all think? Y'all let me know. Is she covering? Is she willing to take that L for her daughter involvement in this gruesome crime? Y'all let me know.
Very talented. She's still going to school.
Cry, baby, cry. Wipe off your eye, goddamn it.
It's hard to
Cry,
do
baby,
something.
cry. Wipe off your eye.
And a lot of times with that kind of job, you got to go to New York or California. It's hard in Michigan.
There was
She
a book on
covering
my
Sharon,
bed that I had to
definitely.
return to the library.
And what kind of book was it?
It's a Barbie book.
And what kind of book is it? Like designs, clothing designs, or
It's just Barbies.
you read?
I want to probably work for Mattel.
Okay.
I designed some Barbie. I'm an artist, so when you walk into my room, you'll probably be scared. But
I've heard it's quite different.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's
I guess that's the way to put it.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school at? Formal school.
Formal?
Like an art school, or did you?
I went to IDT. Why is it really bad?
What?
Am I a really bad artist or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen your
Oh.
stuff. Do you have a degree in art?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's.
And you got it from ITT?
IDT, yeah. IDT.
When questioned in the early days after D'Angelo's death, Tanina often
Is that the school little Romeo? We used to. Never mind. Let's go next.
teetered back and forth between being suspicious of her
So
mother
Nina's crazy
and
as hell. She
defending
probably
Perry's
scared.
innocence.
Yes.
She also made strange interjections.
You see how Vicky was acting. Vicky was like, "Nah, that bitch trying to come to my house. Don't talk about her." Like Vicky kind of scared of her too now. You know what I'm saying? So Tonina might be that one that just fly out the handle. And Mama might have been crazy with that's what she's talking about. I'm the little one. Who refers to their 25-year-old grown woman as the little one? It's something odd about this relationship.
Often changing the subject.
Did she
That's
come
what I'm
in, or did
saying.
she just drop them off?
She's very talented. The mama was even worried about the art. This art shouldn't even be mentioned in this case. We don't give a damn about your ugly ass dresses that you done spaced together. It looks stupid.
She
You
just
killed your
dropped
nephew.
him off.
And then he walked in by himself?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have anything with him?
My mom had this weird, not that time. Not this time, but last time, she just had a weird scratch mark on her nose. It's just weird. Why would you have a scratch mark?
What do you mean last time?
Tanina goes completely off topic here, making it clear
History of abuse. History of beating that man. History of punching on that little baby. History of doing that little baby wrong. Little D'Angelo. Why you got to scratch on
that
your
she
nose?
doesn't want to answer, but it's odd. Why wouldn't she want to talk about what he brought with him?
Like when she was babysitting like a month ago, she just had a weird scratch mark, and I wonder where she got it from.
Like she's selling her mama show.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Like I just don't think my mom's a killer.
All right, well, let's go back.
Yeah.
All right, so they came over, and do you guys remember what you did on Saturday after you got over?
We just had a normal day. I was just sewing, and he was just watching me sew and talking to me sew, and we watched some movies. And
Okay, how about the next day, Sunday?
Sunday we just kind of did the same routine. You know, he was kind of just, I think he was kind of creeped out a little bit with my mom. She was kind of pacing. She was kind of, you know, in another world, and he was just hanging out with me, and we were just, you know, watching movies. And
So I was
Sunday,
pacing in
your
another
mom
world.
started. You started noticing a change in your mom, or was there a change happening before that?
My mom has like some anxiety. She paces back and forth. She just has some issues. Usually when she takes her medication, she's normal.
What medication does she take regularly?
Some kind of Prozac or Xanax.
Xanax, you mean?
Yeah, Xanax.
We need to get your medicine. And they said that they were going to give you your medicine when? They give me the medicine. I don't have anything. I don't take anything. I'm anxiety. You know, I have the anxiety. Do you have it right now? No? They can't have those kinds in here.
What do you take? I didn't look at somebody else handled
No, that's
that.
fine. They're really hard names. Resperdal, cytophrem.
What kind of medicines are those?
They're just a sedative. It's just to calm me.
How long have you been on that stuff?
Actually just started really taking it like a month ago.
Is there a reason? Something going on?
She just started taking her meds a month ago. The boy she's giving hints that he's been repeatedly abused by the mother. If you just took your medicine a month ago, you just probably got your situation under control. So I'm thinking that you may have been a participant in the beatings of this young kid. What y'all feel? Y'all feel like, oh, now Uno, you off. Oh yeah, Uno, I'm rocking with you. But I think the beating of the nephew was one reason that she went to get help with the medication.
No,
she just was on for a month.
I've been actually taking it for a year, but no, I just feel better. I feel more relaxed.
Now, Tanina's hand motions don't quite match up with her words. There seems to be a bit of a delay and a mismatch. She clearly has discomfort talking about her mental health issues. This could be related to the stigma associated with mental health issues.
Because it's fake. It's not something in her mental. It's an induced fake state of mental anguish or discomfort. This girl ain't crazy. She know how to play the game. She got a mama that's an enabler that tried to live her life through her daughter, and this is what you get.
Or could be something more. Risperdal is an antipsychotic used for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder typically. It can also be used to moderate aggression. Though it can have a sedative effect, it treats a far more significant concern than sleep. Citalopram or Celex is an SSRI depressant, not a sedative. It's unlikely that Tanina is being completely honest when after being asked if there's a reason she's taking them, since Risperdal is for serious and typically chronic mental health concerns.
How long was it where you weren't feeling good that you decided you need to get on medicine?
She full of malarkey.
I had a lot of issues working at, like, just, you know, I just feel like I had a lot of anxiety, and I don't know, I was at home, I was trying to start a business, and I just realized, you know what, like, it's time for me to take my medicine, and, you know, I stopped smoking. Like, I just, you know, I think you get an epiphany, like, maybe this will help me, and it really actually helped me.
Both Tanina and her mother take medications for their mental health. Tanina was hospitalized in a psychiatric unit just 2 months after her mother in 2009.
And as parents, I say, oh, yeah, my mother's bipolar and suffering from anxiety. And my sister that stays with my mother is a little off and bipolar and suffers from anxiety. This will be the perfect place to constantly drop my kids off. This would be the perfect place to like drop little D'Angelo and his brother off all the time while we go do what we do. That's why I said the parents got to wear some of this responsibility too. All the signs were there. She's been taking medication for a year. Your sister been taking medication for a year. She done got off of meds. Vicky already said she don't think she on the meds, and she done came to her house to be aggressive. So this ain't the first time she done blasted out. Y'all are familiar with how Tonina acts. So you still decided to take your kids there. Tonina just said it was previous struggles and fights. 'Cause Mama had a scratch on her nose. She thinks she been abusing him since then. Y'all ain't checking on y'all kid when they come home. He could talk. Parents got to wear some of that blame, y'all. I'm sorry.
Psychiatric hospitalizations occur if the person is a threat to themselves or others, or if they're displaying unusual or aggressive behaviors.
Perfect
The
setting all around. She tried
hospitalization
to
allows
manipulate her
for a
mama.
safe place
Absolutely,
for the
Sharon.
person to be monitored, be put on medication, and stabilized before they're discharged.
Yes, I have dealt with a lot of things. I
Look
have
at
had a hard
her.
time getting a job. I have had a hard time living somewhere. People treat me terribly. And I'm an innocent person. I'm a good person. And with what I deal with is just absolutely unacceptable. And, you know, I have to deal a lot with mental health and I have to deal a lot with CPS. And I've dealt with things like going to a psychologist with my baby and she asked me if I wanted to kill my baby and I was like no, and I was so insulted. And I've had people say, I'm like, I want a house with a basement. Oh, so you can chop bodies up? And I'm like, wow, what do people really think about me? I
Yeah, we
was
think that you're
given a
a kid killer.
hallucinogen without my knowledge and it messed me up.
She asked what we think of it. I think you're a kid killer that killed your nephew, was assisting in killing your nephew. You manipulated your mentally ill mother, which was she was mentally ill, but you were the sneaky one. You're the cunning one. Now you're talking about everybody chasing me around. Yo, you somebody everybody chase you around. They should really do that to you. They should send you letters to your house and call you a baby killer. They should ask you if you're gonna kill your daughter. Because those are questions that you ask people who's been in the house with their nephew and they can't even call his name after he died. And you just worried about your fucking art. Nobody cares about your trashy ass art that you got them little fellas from the dollar store and put some liquid glue on your wall talking about you an artist. Baby, you are not no artist. You are a childish ass grown woman with no responsibilities and no accountability for your actions because you were enabled by a mother that was mentally sick. That's my little take at it.
4 years. I hallucinated. I had all these problems. I had to go to the mental hospital, but I didn't know I was on it.
What time would you usually get home at night?
I hallucinated.
Sometimes
Nah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Oh God, you got
Would
that
your mom
dollar
be up when
store.
you got home waiting
Dollar
for you, or
store
was she
art.
in bed?
Talking
She'd be
about see
sleeping.
artists.
Okay.
But there would be days where she wouldn't be sleeping. It just seems like my mom had a lot on her shoulders. I
I
don't
got a lot
know.
of my
I
shoulders.
just
I
feel
ain't
like
killing
I
my
don't know why she
grandkids.
did it.
Contrary to Tanina's claim that Terry would sometimes be
Because I see an
asleep when
appointment.
she'd arrive home in the very early morning hours, their upstairs neighbors reported to police that they often heard arguing when Tanina arrived home from work. They told police
Tonina had mama scared. Mama was terrified. Tonina is the reason why mama lost her mental. Tonina is the reason that mama lost her mental. Y'all know I'm nosy. I'm gonna read this. On 1/11/10, I was asked by Rubinsky to go to the area of the scene and attempt to interview the neighbors to either side of the suspect's home. Myself, Vanderhee were able to make contact with the persons living at blank. Neighbors were not home. Here are the persons we spoke with at blank, blank, blank. All three stated that they moved into the home in October, November 2008. The older lady downstairs and her daughter were living in blank already. They described the older woman as in her 50s, the daughter in her 20s. They did not know their names, they all stated that there's regular arguing coming from the home at all hours, especially late at night after midnight. The suspect's home is directly under Blank's home. According to the mother, there is regular arguing between the two women almost nightly after midnight. She believes that the daughter works late until midnight at the bistro restaurant at Blank. I asked if mom heard any noises like that or anything different on the night of Blank. She stated it was funny. I asked. She had been talking to her husband Blank and were in the morning. Dang, I can't even read that because it's over the thing.
Police that Tanina was disruptive and profane, and that they sometimes had to ask her to quiet down. And one
All right. In the morning of 110, stating how strange it was not to hear any noises that night. None of them knew of the death of the young boy, only that the police and the EMTs were at the home on 110 early. The three being interviewed all stated that they regularly see a young lady at the residence, maybe 5 years of may at the residence, maybe 5 years old. They thought he was the grandson. They did not know how much about the child's mother. They said that the grandma seems to take good care of the boy, but Blank said she sometimes thought the boy was not controlled enough and was free to roam a little too much. They all told me about the recent episode on Christmas break from school a couple of weeks ago. The daughter downstairs was making a lot of noise, yelling, banging, slamming doors, and the father, Mr. Blank, asked her to be quiet as she was disturbing his family. The daughter came back knocking on the door, Blank shouting profanities, using phrase Blank and telling the dad to shut the fuck up. Moments later, the grandmother came over and apologized to the family for her daughter's behavior. See, Talina is off. She's unhinged. She's unhinged and she's like hella aggressive. She thinks she runs shit. She don't have no um, respect for no authority or rules or boundaries. So I'm thinking Tanina is the main issue. Like Sharon said, she done manipulated mama. Mama don't know what to do. Mama don't know what to do. She trying everything. She trying to love Obama and say I'm proud of her and live her life and help her walk. Tonina needs to be in somebody's jailhouse.
instance, the
Straight up.
neighbors heard Tanina screaming, banging, and slamming doors. The neighbor asked Tanina to please lower her voice, to which Tanina responded with, "You," and shouted to the man to suck her.
Suck her
Well,
dick.
let's keep
Whoa.
going. Sunday, your
That's what
mom's
I
pacing
heard them girls
around.
say that. That's
Had
just
she
what I
been
heard.
doing this the previous days, or did it intensify?
There have been many mentions of Terry's pacing. This is a behavior typical of individuals with psychosis.
Psychosis. Yep.
However, this kind of agitation can also appear with people who have Alzheimer's.
Well, let's
Oh,
stay with
damn.
Sunday. Your mom's pacing around. He's worried.
Damn, they done threw another wrench in that shit because my grandma passed away from dementia all time. You know what I'm saying? So damn, bro, that's crazy. So damn, if grandma got dementia, that make me even more pissed off at the parents. Y'all just using the hell out y'all mama. Y'all just dogging this lady out. That ain't it, bro. That is not it, bro. That is not it. Them folk they gotta wear some of that responsibility. What y'all feel, man? Y'all
He's
ain't
a
feeling like the
4-year-old. He's a
parents?
perceptive
Like little
4-year-old.
D'Angelo parents need some of that.
I just feel like everything's screwed up in life.
Well,
Hey, what's up, boo? I called you to check on you, make sure you're good. I'm glad to see that you tapped in. Your ass is fired. Okay? We'll talk about it when you come back from it now. Hey, great day, good people. Happy Friday. I'm hiding everybody lunchbox because y'all asses ain't even wake me up. I'm sorry. I let y'all sleep. Y'all have been working hard. I ain't sent out no deal this morning. Y'all know why I ain't sent out no deal this morning because I woke up with 5 minutes before I came on the show. I put this little brushing my teeth. I said they can't smell my breath when I come. I didn't go to sleep, bro. I got a good 2 hours in since I've been here for these 7 days. I probably slept about 10 hours total, 10, straight up, no cap. You can see it all in my eyes, my joint. Look at my eyes, y'all. I'm bagged up. I'm bagged up like I'm finna go on a trip. Yeah, my granny was like that for a while. Yeah, man, that shit's sad when they go through that, bro. Girl, they just let me sleep in. I thought this was optional. Like, I thought this was optional. Nah, they had to be here. They had to be
I'm
here.
Like,
sorry,
You're
like
gonna get fired. Now
my mom has a
tomorrow optional.
cousin, like
Tomorrow optional.
my nephew's dad.
Oh no, Sharon, you right. It's holiday. It's optional. This holiday pay. If you come, you get holiday pay. Handsy gonna make sure y'all sign in and clock in so Handsy can know who to pay for holiday pay. You feel me?
Like, I have an apartment where a little boy died in.
Once again, Tanina has failed to refer to D'Angelo.
Nah. That ain't no long drive. It was a good, refreshing, clear, mind clearing drive. 10 hours and under, I knock that out. I do a 10-hour turnaround. I do that in a day. Straight up.
By name. He's simply a little boy. The detective could have put some pressure on Tanina here by reminding her that he wasn't just a little boy, but was her nephew,
Yeah,
D'Angelo,
Handsy say,
and he was murdered.
Officer Handsy say he got it. He got it. Now he know how to pay roll work. He done got y'all first check mailed out. Y'all should have got that now. You seen he had that money in checks for y'all.
Perhaps he could have even thrown in, maybe you did it, to see how she would have reacted.
And I always feel like he's with me.
Pardon me?
I just feel like he's with me, like his spirit.
Well, it is. He loved you. He loved Grandma. His spirit is with you. So you went to bed. What's the next thing you remember about going to bed?
Genuinely strong emotions usually take a moment to fade. They don't just switch off. However, it's important to note that some mood disorders can make certain individuals' emotions alter and change easily, which may explain this shift.
I just went to bed. I just was sound asleep.
What part, Sharon? What
How
part
was
you
your
want to
sleep?
know?
I was just dreaming.
Do you remember what you're dreaming about?
Officer
Mhm.
Handsy.
Buying clothes.
That's Stevie
buying
nephew.
glasses.
Buying glasses?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't know that? Officer Handsy, yeah, that's Stevie nephew. That's Stevie brother's son. Yeah. His name is Stevie Handsy. Yeah. hmm He had to change his name for Wonder because everybody knew who he was.
Buckets.
Buckets of what?
I don't know. It was like my high school reunion, and we were like in a roller coaster
Trash can, bro.
bucket, like just trying to like move from this square to that square, back to that. I don't know.
What?
It's weird.
Good. But you said you had a good sleep?
Yeah, I was out cold. I usually don't wake up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, because you go to bed late.
Yeah, like
Oh, you're talking about the part where she said, "Oh, I woke up and a little boy was dead in my apartment." Yeah, that's her nephew. Like, Why can't she go to jail? We can't put her in jail. That's all I want to do. I just want to
I'm
put her in
really
jail,
out
bro.
cold.
Were you
Handsy
out cold
family
this
at
night?
his ass, Casey.
Yeah, but the weird part about it
You
is
had
that
y'all
I woke
money
up
in
at
checks though.
7:30.
Money
I
on the
never wake
checks.
up at
You're locked
7:30.
in.
I don't wake up till like 11 or 12, usually when I go to bed early.
This is an interesting slip up. First, it's 3 a.m., then 3
Yep.
p.m., now
Yep.
11 a.m. or 12.
Yep.
There are a lot of discrepancies in her story.
She is
I don't know,
guilty,
it's just
bro.
weird.
Do you remember writing in your original statement that you were tossing and turning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna let her wag because in this time she was a little attractive, right? She was slim. She had a little. And look, the old white guy, they ain't pressing her. They ain't pressing her at all. They ain't applying no pressure because she getting this thing like the pretty privilege type vibes. You know what I'm saying? I just feel that, man. They're not asking the right questions. They're
I
not
woke
doing
up, I was tossing and turning. I didn't hear any
half the
screaming. I
shit
didn't hear
that
anything.
you see regular
So
detectives do
Not all
on
night.
cases like
No,
this.
not all night. I was out cold, I was dreaming. But like when I woke up, it was probably around 6 o'clock, and I was just probably just
Damn, bro, you
like
got so many times. You woke up at 3 in
just
the morning,
rattling
3 in the
around,
afternoon,
just
11,
trying
12,
to go back to
1,
sleep.
3.
Maybe it wasn't
Yeah.
even 6.
Huh.
Maybe it just was like 7 or something. Maybe it was 30 minutes prior. But I was out, and then I woke up and I was just tossing and turning, and then I just finally woke up.
So you're tossing and turning. You woke up around 7 or so. You don't know.
Oh, I know what I meant to tell y'all. Shot, we went to the Waffle House last night. My son got a strawberry shortcake waffle. My wife got a double hash brown with onions, tomatoes, and peppers. I got the same thing with a waffle. Um, my daughter got a chicken melt with the hash browns, and my son got a drink. Tell me why that shit came up to $80. I said $80. $80. Arizona be whacking. Hey, what she said? She was what? Sleep. She said she was asleep. Maybe she was knocked out. Maybe I was knocked out cold and I woke up. I was dreaming. She thinks she was dreaming when she heard about the little boy. She she better be glad she wasn't at our precinct. Black eye first man. I'm talking about, but she would have been choked out. One of these ladies would have choked her out straight up. She was saying she was appalled. Yeah, oh, yeah. She tossed and turned right. She was tussling with that baby too. She gonna wag, y'all. I just feel like she
Why?
gonna
Because you
beat
get
it.
up a lot later normally when you go to bed.
Hmm.
Um,
Bruh, $80, motherfucker. Put a $10. Talking about $10 to go fee. To go fee. Then it was another little fee that they put on that motherfucker, $7. Bro, usually when we go to Waffle House by my house, that same little meal with a tip, $40, $45. I said $80. I said 80. My wife said 80. She's like, what do we get? The lady told me, I don't know. I think that lady ain't know how to add straight up. Cause she was like, why they don't get on phone no calculator? Let me get back on task. I'm
what's the next
get
thing
back
that
on
you
task.
remembered?
$80 for some Waffle House.
I remember just
It
going
was
to my
good though.
bathroom.
That mother was
I was just dreaming, and it was a good dream. It was just buying glasses and just.
Her palms being up during the statement here could be a sign of uncertainty for something that
for sure it's crazy. But another thing about Arizona that nobody told me, you can be looking at the news and they'd be like, it's a 99% chance of a thunderstorm. Not a rainstorm, thunderstorm. And I'm thinking thunderstorm meaning rain, because I'm from the East Coast. Okay. I'm sitting, I'm sitting talking to one of your detectives. I ain't gonna tell you which detective it is, because she said she was driving last night. I'm talking to one of your detectives on the back detective line. And I said, it's lightning over there in the mountains. You can barely see. She's like, okay, yeah. We talked about 5 more minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna call you back. I'm out there on that Zaisha, but I'm out there just thinking and editing. I feel I'm looking around the corner, man. That sandstorm coming down. It was so much dirt everywhere, bro. I had it in my hair, my nose, my mouth. I took a deep breath to pull on my jump, but that jump up my nose into my boy. That jump was horrible. They talking about a thunderstorm. Man, where the rain at? Wasn't no rain. That sandstorm ain't nothing. And they had two of them back to back. I said, bro, ain't no way I'm back in the desert. I
shouldn't
like
be
Arizona
that
though.
difficult to
It's
recall,
pretty cool.
but could also be because she's talking about dreaming, which might baffle some people.
No, I was just
Man,
dreaming.
it's freezing in
I'm
here.
sorry.
Yeah,
It was just
Sirski.
Well, you
She
can't
tell me
facade.
make sure y'all
apologize for
talking
your
about that
dream.
No,
Jordan.
but I was just shopping in my dream. That was my dream.
Yeah,
Like I was getting just
cold thunder is
shopping,
cold for
and
sand.
I woke up and I was just going to the bathroom, and mom was like, "Tonina," and
She got up and you were going to the bathroom. Is there
What's
more than one bathroom?
yeah, there's two.
So which bathroom were you going to?
My bathroom.
Do you have a bathroom in your room? Or is it a bathroom
my
that
house got their
divides
own
between the
bath?
bedrooms
Yeah,
or
that's
just
what
the
I'm
No,
living room?
saying. That's what I'm
the bathroom's my
saying.
room.
Okay, because I haven't been there yet.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so you were going into your bathroom. Did you
Should
go?
I be in there? Is it weird to be
Where?
in there in my apartment?
Well, everyone's
Not that
different. I
bomb
mean,
pop. My
I
grandson had
feel
these bomb pop for the
uncomfortable. I
first time
mean,
yesterday. He smashed it
not a
too.
good thing happened there.
I
No, I
love my
know,
little
but it's
grandson.
like
That's up to you.
My baby grandson. Y'all don't tell DJ. Don't tell DJ and Yasmin. that granddaddy pop done gave that baby a bomb pop. He was tearing it up too. He was
Do you have anywhere else to go?
No, that's the
like,
problem.
Pop, what?
I don't know where to
You
go.
did
And
this.
it's like, I don't want to bother anybody. And this is such a case, like, where
Okay.
that's part of it right there.
Well, let's deal with
That's
that.
me too. I
We're
can't sleep
getting
in
on a
this
good
cold. I
train here, and I
can't. You
want to
hot,
just
bro.
get your memory while I
I'm gonna
have
fight
it.
on somebody. I'm gonna swing on somebody
When
if
you
I'm
were
hot.
getting up to go to the bathroom, did you make it into your bathroom?
Don't you
Yeah,
get
And
stop.
when you went in there, what did
Stop.
you do?
I went to the bathroom.
They ain't gonna let me babysit no more. 'Cause I gave little Cody, like he had his first Oreo with Pop Pop. Gave him an Oreo. He was like, dang, Pop Pop, what is this? This is delicious. Yeah. Oh, they had their first little mushrooms too. Like we had fried us some mushrooms. They ate them too. But I be put I be put my babies on the luxuries of life.
She
My
was like,
grandson was
Tonina,
like,
are you up? And I'm like,
boy,
yeah.
Pop
We're
is
She
the
was
watching.
man.
like perky. She was just like, Tonina, are you up?
This contradicts what Tanina said earlier when she described her mom to have been pacing the home and stressed out.
Where was she when she said that?
She was right outside my door.
Where was your mom at this point?
She was just pacing back and forth. Like, she really didn't know what she
They got this lady in 4K telling lies about her mama. But they still ain't pressing. They still, you can't do no wrong, Pop. Yeah. That's why they be like, Papa. When they see Papa, they be like, yeah, we finna get some good treats today.
was doing.
Pacing where? In the living room, the kitchen, the hallway, her
Yeah.
bedroom?
And they like it
She
too.
was pacing in the kitchen.
Hey, they smashed them fake wingtips. They were, Papa, can I have some barbecue? Get your little barbecue with that, son. Y'all, me too. But this is not that I can take it. I've been trying to get outside all day. They got my
Okay.
girl over there froze.
She was
It's 10
perky.
o'clock over there.
Yeah.
Does your mom wake up early or late normally?
Usually she wakes up early. I don't know. Sometimes she just paces outside the door. Like, sometimes I don't go to bed at 3 and I'll just see her pacing outside my door.
You keep the door open?
No, I keep it closed.
He's asking
Well,
some of the
how could you
most
see her?
Because I open the
non-important
door,
questions
like I
ever.
heard her rattling.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you can hear somebody, their clothes going shh, shh, shh. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like footsteps, and I would open it and she would just be standing out there. It'd freak me out.
So she said, Tonina, are you up? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
And she was outside your bedroom?
Yeah. No, she was outside my bathroom door.
Okay, so
My bathroom's inside.
So she had to come into your bedroom.
Yeah.
Granny gonna take her out.
I just feel like,
Modesty.
I'm
I'm
sorry, I
glad you
just
said
feel
that.
like,
I don't think she has a mental health issue. I think she has a learning disability. Like, I don't know. I just think she might not go all the way. Like it might not be, I don't know. I don't know, because she can comprehend very well. It's just I don't know. It's off. Yeah, that pacing is her planning. Bitch, that's you, pace. That's what I feel. That's you. You making this up on mama. Because you finna send mama up the road, bruh. Girl, the bedroom or the bathroom. Make up your mind. That's what I'm saying. She is lying, blatantly lying. The bruh still kick back cooler. Like he don't give a
if I
damn.
just would have woken up earlier, maybe I could have saved his life. You know what I'm saying? This is why I
The
blame
elevator won't go
myself.
all
This
the
is
way
why
up.
I blame myself. If I would have woken up and given him CPR an hour before, maybe I could have saved him. Maybe I could have got that water out. This is what I'm dealing with. Like I just feel like
Everyone's gonna feel some guilt. Everyone's gonna feel
Why?
guilt for taking them there.
Why? Like I thought he was coming back to life. Like I was trying to pump it back in. Like I thought he was coming back. I felt warm. I just feel like
Well,
this is the hardest thing. Like I totally need counseling.
There's a long pause here, followed by deflection.
Well,
This is the hardest thing. Like, I totally need counseling. I totally
No, you're definitely a candidate.
need
You got
some.
somebody, you've got doctors that are prescribing.
Bro said, nah. You definitely a candidate. Yeah. You definitely. Hours. She had that baby in there for an hour, bro. How do you know the time though? If you asleep, you are adamant about this hour. You said it several times in your first interview, in your phone interview, and your second interview face to face, and the future interview when you had on the black dress. You said that hour 4 different times, but you said you were asleep. How did you know that baby been in that hour? Because you were up an hour. You witnessed it. You knew exactly what was going on. You Like she jacking up my vocabulary. Where Aunt Bell at? Yo, I need to bring Aunt Bell back. Word of the day. She been knew he was dead. She should have been called 911 if she was truly innocent. Any auntie gonna see they if they see their nephew floating into her, they is gonna be frantic. They're gonna be calling 911. Their clothes gonna be wet. Their phone might be messed up because they gonna drop the phone in the water trying to get the nephew out of there. Straight up. Straight up. We would have had her face down with a knee in her neck by now. My nigga, you said definitely can't. Yeah, talking about, I think he coming back to life. Man, girl, he's coming back to light. She's slow, bro.
Yeah, I
She made
definitely
my
getting
head hurt though,
counseling.
for
I'm
real.
definitely gonna go for.
So your mom comes in your bedroom, says, Tonina, are you up?
Hmm.
What happened next?
It's really bad.
Well,
You said she was standing outside the door and asked Tonina, "Are you up?" You opened the door and she was standing there, kind of creepy. Now you saying your mama came in your room, opened the door, came in your room, and said, "Are you up?" That makes a difference, Tonina. You are a damn liar. You done told more lies than anybody in the case.
it's okay. I'm the one doing this one right now. So
Man, yeah, she got to go to prison.
She told me what she did.
what did she say?
I don't know if I should even.
Well, your mom. Let me put it this way. Right now, your mom is going to get charged with murder.
Here, the detective probably should have just stayed quiet and let her say exactly what happened. This would lock her into a statement and give the police something to use. Notice the detective's body language. He's been fidgeting with his shirt, tie, and scratching his leg. He's very good at what he does, but his body language seems to indicate that he doesn't believe her and has had enough. The detective drops this bombshell because the medical examiner's report has come back. Though it was no surprise that D'Angelo's cause of death.
He didn't even have to say that. She know. She know her mom is charged with murder. She know where her mother is. You didn't have to say that. What you need to do is focus on her, bro. Shouty guilty as hell, and you let her wag. You talking about he's good at what he does? This man ain't do nothing good yet. Nothing. He ain't do no good interview. You kick back. You trying to go to Ryan's. You done text your boys and your girl, y'all finna meet at Ryan's. But lock in, bro. Lock in.
Was drowning. There were some unusual findings. The 4-year-old had suffered several
Every
contusions
time,
around
bro.
his neck and abrasions on his face.
Oh
But the
no, here
most
we go.
significant were the compression-related injuries in his mouth. This suggested that D'Angelo's death was no accident, but that he had been forcefully held underwater. Years later, Tanina shared a theory about what she thinks may have happened.
There was a neighbor that had seen people, and I think she's seen somebody in her house, and they didn't want to listen to anything she had to.
Excuse my French, y'all. I gotta say this. Bitch. Nobody was in your house to come upstairs, take your nephew, put him in the tub, drown him, leave, blame you and your mama. You sound stupid as hell. You sound dumb as hell if you think somebody gonna believe that, sis.
say. And I think that was a really key part of the evidence, was that neighbor to say that something
she
did
don't give a
happen.
shit. She
It's
rather
worth
be her
noting
mama.
that Tanina's
For
suggestion
sure.
cannot be corroborated with any witness testimony or obtained case reports.
Girl, you
In
making
fact,
up
according
shit.
to official records, Tanina and Terry were the only two people in the house at the time D'Angelo
You
drowned.
put it all on Granny
Now, let me
anyway,
explain
yes.
that to you. Murder in Michigan is anywhere from something called involuntary manslaughter, where you unintentionally
Well, I used to tell them Ryan rolled up.
killed somebody, all the way to
Well, you were young tender, so you might not know. Boy, back in the Gap, when I was in goddamn, what, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, boy, we used to go out there at Quincy's, out there on what, 341. Ooh, my mama used to, boy, listen, boy. My uncle used to eat so much, they used to ask him to leave. Straight up. No cap. That boy used to tear it down.
first-degree murder, where you planned it. And with
This
each different
too
stage of
much.
murder, there's different penalties. Now listen, but
That's what I'm
every
saying, dude.
single word that your mom says, I interviewed your mom for an hour and a half yesterday. Okay, every single word that your mom says.
They don't even mention D'Angelo's name. They call him the little boy in the apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Just because we're police doesn't mean that I have to make sure your mom gets charged with first-degree murder. I need the charges
Boy,
to fit.
when Bubba Dallas used to work at Shawnee's, boy, we used to be in that mall every Saturday morning. Every Saturday morning for that breakfast buffet. Did not miss a beat. And guess what we did? Didn't pay for a damn thing. A damn thing. Didn't pay a lick. Walked right out full as a tick every Saturday.
What your mom did,
So my uncle worked up.
your mom's mental state, I needed everything.
The detective may sound a little
Then come right back to 341 and hit that New China mug, get that 10D mug. Yes, sir. New China still was the best Chinese restaurant I ever had in my life. I ain't even finna cap it out.
out of bounds here by insinuating that he has the power to make things easier or harder on her mom. Yet it seems he's saying that he wants to have all the relevant facts and evidence so that any charges filed match the facts and evidence. In many ways, this is just good police work and is meant to establish the presence or absence of any elements of the crime,
Out of there.
including mental state, premeditation, and so on.
That breakfast buffet used to
Essentially,
slap,
by
boy.
talking
Used to
about
go
the
crazy.
charges, he's saying that he thinks Terry did it, but he wants to hear why from Tanina.
D'Angelo's gone. We can't change that. But we still can change.
But how can you change?
Listen.
Like, people are blaming me.
I
They
haven't.
did
I'm
blame
sitting with you. I'm the detective. You need to only worry about me right now. Okay? Now listen.
That was good one now.
So as your
That was
mom's in
good.
jail, we need to determine,
Good one. I
because
like
of
that.
everything that she said and did, whether she needs to be in jail for the rest of her life or in jail for a little while and get some mental help and be able to relive her life. So everything that you
D'Angelo ain't
tell
gonna be
me
able to live his life.
is absolutely 100% important, so I can put all the pieces of the puzzle together and get your mind taken care of.
Hey,
Do you understand that?
snag that thing. V, I told you my uncle used to work there, boy. You remember when I used to, back in middle school, I used to come to school every day. I used to have them French toast sticks. The same ones they had on the breakfast buffet at Shawnee's every.
So I can't have you say I
My
don't
uncle
think
worked there.
I should
That's
tell
all I'm
you.
gonna say.
Your mom already told me, but she's forgetting some things.
My mama used to work at Family Dollar too. My mama had got so much paper for Family Dollar when I was in the third, fourth grade that I had enough paper to give to my kids when they graduated school.
She was just disoriented. Like, she was just.
You said she told you what she did. Tell me what she said.
She just said D'Angelo's in the tub. And I went over to the tub and he was gone.
Mama was drinking that crooked eyes in there, modesty.
She said that?
Yeah.
Okay, she said D'Angelo's in the tub.
Yeah.
And when she said that, what did you say?
I said, yeah, right, you're kidding. Like, what the f are you talking about?
But if she would have just said D'Angelo's in the tub, Couldn't she have
Yeah.
just meant originally that he was taking a bath?
And back in the day, that little Shawnee buffet wasn't up but $7.99. It was just me, my mom, and my sister. We wasn't whacking them like that. And then my uncle, like he was, I guess the manager was like cool. He was cool with the manager. Like, I think they did drugs together. Just being real. So he would be like, yeah, that's my sister. Like, okay, Baba, yeah, go ahead. Every time. Now, when he ain't working, we wanted to go to Shoney's. We had to pay that little money. We had to go pay that little money and get them little lollipops. Shoney's was my favorite shit, bro. Brought back some memories, booby. Shoney's was my junk. That breakfast was smacking. That's why I love breakfast now. Because Shoney's breakfast bar used to go so crazy. Them folks used to put that shit up there fresh, but it was super fresh every time. It never missed. Shoney's never, ever, ever missed. Never. I've never had a bad experience at Shoney's, except for when I tried to come up here to Atlanta on Thornton Road before they shut down. My mama used to frequent that. My mama loves Shoney's. She still loves Shoney's to this day. When she comes to Atlanta, it's a little Shoney's in Monticello, Georgia, halfway point going back to Florida. She'll stop there, either Shoney's or Mrs. Winters, because they still got both of them. But Shoney's used to smack every time, bruh. Boy, we were so ratchet and broken, but it was a great time. We had a good life, good time. Shawnee used to hit so hard, bro, like for real. And my uncle, Shawnee's was the place that they used to put the bacon in the oven. I ain't know nothing about no oven bacon back then. And my uncle be like, "What? You get so much of that bacon? What you put your little shit down, put it in the oven?" I said, "Cause my mama is stove top with the bacon now, and it's to perfection." Boy, he showed me that boy. It's changed my life.
Or
My uncle
something?
cooked like
No,
hell
she
too.
said
He could
that
cook. That's how I learned how to cook from my uncle.
D'Angelo dead in the tub.
My mama,
At the scene, when
she's
officers
some
first
mid.
arrived, Terry
She'll tell you. My mama, we ate every day, but my mama was some mid with that in them on them pots. Now she ain't pick up the trade to learn how to razzle and dazzle. She had a few good meals that was good, but everything else was sustainable. It wasn't no just this is horrible, mom. But she wasn't no goddamn on top notch chef. My uncle was. My uncle was him. But he gonna dirty up every pot, every plate in your kitchen, and he do not clean up the kitchen. That was me. I had to do. I used to hate when that nigga came over there.
told them that after spending the night on the sofa with her grandson, she went to the hallway bathroom and drew a bath.
I'm
She
talking
then
about real
picked up a
Chris.
sleeping D'Angelo, still in his
Okay.
pajamas, and placed him in the tub.
Then why would your mom say she picked him up and put him in the water?
She did put him in the water?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And if that weren't strange enough, what she said next was even more bizarre. After putting him in the water, Terry stated that she simply left him there and offered no further explanation of how he suddenly stopped breathing.
Who put him in there? My mom did. Where's your mom? She's right here. All right, ask how long she's been in there. For like an hour. All right.
I love D'Angelo. You know that. D'Angelo, he has a high voice. Hi. The little voice, like a toy. He walks around like a little toy. I love D'Angelo, and I love all of the grandchildren. I don't understand this, what happened to him. I don't either. No, because I love him so very much.
You
But
don't
this all
understand what
his
happened.
family, they're all, Bashar must be out of his mind.
It's out of his mind.
He looks just like him.
But no one's putting any blame on you. We just want to know what happened.
It just, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but it just snapped. I don't know, I don't know.
What time?
He woke up. He just woke up in the morning. He had his little rest.
What time did he wake up?
About
I ain't never made no
7:30.
rice at the house.
Okay, and what did he do after that?
He just
In the oven.
was like, he
Nah, you
didn't
guys
get
put
up.
me
He
down.
just didn't lay in there. You know what I mean? I don't know just what happened.
And was he awake when this happened?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's sad.
And then you responded with what you just said. You kidding
Yeah, I ain't
me?
never do
Or,
that.
Right.
are
That's
you
why I
out
said
of
you
here?
got to
What
put me
up?
down.
Right.
And then what did you do?
I just thought she was joking. You're going to the bathroom. I mean, I just didn't believe that he was floating there.
All I can do is think about it 24 hours a day. Well, yeah, it's hours a day. That's all I think about. That little guy. I want him to come back. He's not gonna come back. He's not gonna come back. What about Amy? Was she alright?
What
No,
about and you
Amy's
killed her
not alright.
daughter?
But I'm trying to keep everything calm, and that tells them what's going on too much. Just trying to keep her calm and her spirits lifted before my sister has a heart attack. What the hell?
So you walked over, or did she walk over with you?
I bit my
I
lip
walked
so
over
hard
and she
yesterday,
walked
y'all.
over with me, and she just started pacing.
I was having a disagreement and was like, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Look, that's it. All right, I bit the hell out of my lip. Made me feel like I got punched. And when I talk, I keep
Like
rubbing
she
against
was
my
just
teeth.
so out of it. She was so disoriented.
Earlier, her legs appeared restless, which could be an adaptive behavior to dispel some of her nervous energy, and she was also making very intense eye contact with the detective,
That's
perhaps
me.
trying to see if he was believing her.
And then you responded with what you just said. You kidding me, or you know, are
Right.
you out of here? Whatever.
Right.
Now, as she talks about D'Angelo floating, she makes an eye-blocking gesture, suggesting, understandably, that she doesn't want to re-see that.
When you saw him floating, how was he positioned?
On his back.
Okay, he was on his back. Where was his head and feet in relation to the bathtub?
What does that matter? His head was by the back of the tub. His feet was by the faucet. His head was by the faucet. His feet was by the tub. Like next time he doing good police
His
work,
head
he
is this
trashes.
way. His feet were.
Okay, when I come down there, man, boo, we gonna put some of that jab my rice in the oven. Put a little vegetable, cauliflower medley, a little California blend. You know what I'm saying? Put a little biscuit. I'm gonna come on over there. Yeah, get some of that.
Actually, his head was
That
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 way. His
good
feet was
rice,
this
that
way.
Okay, was
oven
the
rice,
head
baby.
closer to the water spigot or on the opposite side of the water
Not the
spigot where
spigot,
the water comes out?
not the
His feet were on this
spigot.
side.
What side?
This side.
What about the
I don't know
faucet?
what that means though.
The water spigot's this side.
And so his feet were that way by the
Yeah.
water spigot, and his head was in the other end.
Yeah.
The
The
water faucet.
detective is finally making some headway
Faucets.
into the morning's
Professional.
events, and
Professionalism.
Tanina's strange comments continue to stack up.
And he was laying there. What did he have on?
He had on his plaid pants.
I can see.
What about his shirt that he was wearing when he went to bed?
He had a Spider-Man shirt on.
It was still on? Okay.
No, actually, it was torn off. You know what? That's a good point. Like, my mom never cuts anything. My mom doesn't have, like, she
just told on herself. She just fucking told on herself. And if y'all didn't get this clue, y'all was sleeping today. My mom never cuts anything. She's a seamstress. She makes dresses. She sews, cuts, and knows all how to cut fabric. That girl she is in it. She is a part of it. She is doing more than we put on, that she's putting on. She a part of this, man. And I ain't finna let her slide. God damn it. Tanina, you going to
so
prison.
disoriented. Why would she cut up a shirt?
Was it cut or torn?
It was like cut. It was cut.
But I can't even go by her information because she got 73 stories in one. She got me on the wild
A
goose
shower
chase.
curtain was cut. Not like torn. It was like cut off and put
Oh,
under
I'm
my
saying
bed.
she did it,
How
booby.
big of a
That's what I'm
piece of shower
saying.
curtain?
Like this big.
And it took her an hour
Again,
to
she's
do it.
deflecting when asked
Yes.
details about her nephew's death. This is a way
Yes.
to avoid answering the question the detective is.
She's also deflecting her nephew's name. And when murderers or killers kill their victim, they don't really mention their name. They'll say the body, or they'll like he or she. They won't say their name. That's exactly what she's doing. Grandma done said D'Angelo name several times. How's my baby D'Angelo? I wish D'Angelo come back. D'Angelo look just like Bashar. How's Amy? Amy's gonna be mad that D'Angelo is gone. Yeah, but Tonina is really acting like the suspect. Grandma, she just lost. She might have a little onset of Alzheimer's, and Tonina is utilizing that. I am hell bent on Tonina. She
Is
is
asking,
fine, bro.
Did she cut it out in a circle or cut it out in what shape is it?
Like a circle.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Where is it right now?
It's under my bed.
How did you find it?
And it's on your
I was looking.
the shower curtain where the little boy was cut. It was a circle, and the circle of the shower curtain was not even found by the police. You came and told us that the circle shower curtain was under your bed, and you're not a suspect. You're not in jail. Only Ma Dukes, man. This is bullshit, bro. Excuse my French, y'all, but this is bull. My sister's killer can't say her name either. That's what I'm saying. They can't. They can't, bro. They can't. They can't. When my cousin Red, when he got killed in jail, they didn't say his name. They said the body, the body, the body. We're gonna transfer the body, the body, the body. When Munchie got killed, I took a break. I'm back now. My mama always cooked bacon in the oven. And I do too. Yeah, that's how we rock it out now. That's how we rock it out. When I be making breakfast for my people in the morning, I put that thing on that little rack so that grease can drop off. They love it. I give my dog a couple little turkey pieces of turkey bacon. We rock out. I got my own little bacon. I do my bacon on the stove, on the top. If I don't do my bacon on the top, I put that mug in the air fryer. Veggie bacon, yeah, it's good. It's delicious. Get out my face. I don't want to hear
For
y'all mouth right
something.
now.
What were you looking for?
V, if
Maybe
anybody say
jewelry,
something about
something. Maybe
my
I was just
bacon,
looking for
block them.
something under my bed.
All right, well, let's stick right now with you finding D'Angelo in the tub. He's floating with his feet.
Actually, you know what? There was a Barbie book under my bed.
Okay, well, let's get.
No, that's fine.
We'll get to that. I want to just keep on
What?
the train run.
once again, Tanina tries to deflect and seems to be trying to set up a story that somebody else was involved. She mentions again the presence of the shower curtain under her bed, but then is vague when answering a simple question about how she found it. She hesitates when telling the detective why she was searching under her bed. It's a simple question to a very specific act, yet she can't answer it directly and then changes her answer. There are major red flags here, but we shouldn't be too surprised at this point, because Tanina has been hesitant and often vague in her responses all along. She's made most of her statements with her palms up, showing signs of
And ain't no tofu bacon. It's veggie bacon, okay? It's made with vegetables. It's delicious. Try it.
uncertainty and with upward inflection.
It's called Veggie Smart. Veggie Smart bacon. It's delicious.
Very little time has passed since the incident, so these things should stand out
It's
in
in the
her
red
mind.
box. That's
His
Sprouts.
feet are closer to the water spigot, and his head's over here. He's floating.
I used to like tofu, but my tofu got to be extra firm. It got to be extra firm, and it got to be crispy. Cause I'm a texture type person. Mm. So I stopped eating. I stopped eating tofu when I figured out that um the soy in it wasn't too good, and I was punishing that shit. I used to eat that shit every single day when I first transitioned to being meatless. But then I just stopped eating any um imitation meat product. I stopped eating all of that. But then I just got back on it when them Impossible Burgers. I love Impossible Burger. I ain't even from the cap it down. I don't have to have anything else like no fake meat product. I don't gotta have the bacon. I don't gotta have the chicken. Even though I like that Cajun chicken, that vegan chicken is good. But I just gotta have me an Impossible Burger every now and then. Everything else I be straight. I tried the Morning Star barbecue ribs. Man, them shits was disgusting, boy. Them shits were horrible. Yeah, I ain't even gonna fake a funk on that one. That one was don't try it.
His shirt is cut. You said. How was
Yeah,
it cut?
yeah. Get my veggie bacon
Just
right.
like cut
Get it
off and
right.
just cut like in strands. I don't know.
She said it look like blobs of beige.
Weird. Why would somebody just cut
When I first started eating tofu, I thought it was like Play-Doh.
strands? Like, why would somebody just sit there and just cut a shirt. I'm sorry. I just think it's so strange.
Does your mom keep scissors?
No, my mom hates to cut.
You use scissors.
I use scissors.
Do you have a lot of pair of scissors in your house?
Yeah, I have tons of scissors.
Did you find any that were out of place?
No, I don't think so. I didn't even pay attention.
Tanina does an interesting lip compression before she says she.
And at this time, Tonina, we're gonna detain you. You're not free to go. You're not free to go, Tonina. Nina, you guilty. You guilty. And I'm gonna be furious if she walks away.
Has
She don't
scissors.
get no time. She
Her
don't get nothing.
statements
I
are
just
all
had to
over
say
the
it. I'm
place.
telling y'all.
First, the strange comment that her mom hates to cut, followed by I don't think so and I didn't pay attention when talking about any scissors being out of place. It's like she's trying to create an alibi for her mom while also not casting too many suspicions on herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she said he's in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. She
Then what
locked up.
happened?
She got to go into prison now. She in the confession pose.
I called 911 and I tried to give him CPR.
Okay, we know this part.
And I asked my mom to help me, but she was pacing. I just feel like I didn't do it right.
You didn't.
Do
You killed
CPR,
her.
right?
Right.
Someone was going over the phone with you how to do it.
Right, but I just feel like I failed.
Yeah, you failed by
The
beating.
detective is trying to get her to mirror him, which she does briefly before leaning back. He seems to leave his hands on his face when he sees she's done the same, perhaps in an attempt to keep her connected to him.
That's her
But are
line
you
pose.
supposed
Yeah.
to just pound it like a ham?
A ham.
I don't know. Are you just supposed to pound it? Are you just supposed
No,
to
you're supposed to make a significant movement on his chest or their chest, whoever's chest, to be able to get
Significant movement, maybe a significant compression or thrust to the chest area. You know, you gotta be mindful of your words, but shout it because she be like light, like she finesse, she a finesse queen. You gotta be right with your words now, because she'll get you.
the blood flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a perfect way that they like people to do CPR, but even doing chest compressions sometimes can help people. So don't think you did it wrong.
Did I do it wrong?
I don't know.
I feel like maybe
I would have been like, yeah, you did do it wrong. When you hit them, like you said, you was pounding. How did you pound them? You beat that, you know. I just do it like a hand. Yeah, that is true. She just demonstrated how she was beating that child. I'm glad you picked that up, Booby. She just demonstrated. She just told the police like a ham. You know, I was doing it like a ham. She just do it like a ham. You was beating that baby. Y'all was making sure he didn't
just
live.
did it wrong, and that's why it was bad. Maybe I just.
That's
I
why
feel
y'all
like
waited an hour, because he didn't drown all the way. He was still. Yeah, y'all beat that baby.
Blaming myself. I feel like I just woke up to this and everything just.
He died because I
was
did it wrong.
past
No,
the
he died
point
because you beat
CPR
him
could
wrong.
help. We don't know how long he was
But I
in
feel
there.
like he was like that.
Like what?
Like when I was giving him CPR, he was like it was coming back.
How was he warm?
Yeah.
How
He was
warm was the
warm.
bath water?
It was cold.
The bath water was cold and he was warm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not believable that the bath water would be cold, but that D'Angelo would feel warm to the touch.
He rolled over. On his own? I think so, yeah. Okay, keep breathing. Keep pumping and breathing. So let me know if he's breathing. I think he's kind of, I don't know, he's not breathing yet.
A damn lie.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy, that's right. Talk to him. All right, give him some deep breath. Come on. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Don't lose it now. You're working for him. Okay. The ambulance will be there very soon. Okay, I'm getting him back. Yes, you are. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, I heard him talk. You heard? Okay, keep doing
You
it.
didn't
Keep
hear
doing
him
it.
talk.
When he starts stopping, then he's back. I heard him kind of go like that. You heard him make some kind of noise? Yeah.
Oh, y'all, it's time to choose your movie a day. My baby choosing her movie a day. They sent me an email and then she said, "Hey Talia, everything is good. We said pick your movie a day." My baby finna be a grown up, man. I don't know. I was sad a little bit, but now I'm thinking like because we're gonna drop her off on the 18th, 17th, which is my anniversary. Then I gotta go drop my son off on the 22nd to fam. Then I gotta go right back down on the September 1st or the 4th for my birthday to New Orleans because DJ played New Orleans. And I'm going to get to Leah. So girl, you're gonna be gone for now for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Get on that.
I don't know if that's just the water. Any breath? We'll keep doing it though.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't heard
Who
nothing.
got him out of the
He
tub?
breathing.
I did.
How
He
did you
talking.
carry him?
I carried him up. And I set him down.
On the floor next to the tub?
You carried him up and then you said,
Maybe I didn't
"Where you
tilt his
carried him
head
to?"
right.
You can't think like that. Who called the police or
I
911?
did.
And your mom wasn't doing anything?
No.
After the police arrived and EMS, they took over. Did you talk to your mom at all?
No, she was getting questioned.
And have you had a chance to talk to her at all?
No, I haven't.
So once the police and EMS arrived, you had no conversation with your mom about anything?
No.
The last thing she said to you was he's in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was in the tub and you first saw him, did you say anything to her?
It's giving me anxiety. I'm biting my jaw.
I told her to help me.
Because she lying so much.
Did you ask what happened? How did he get in here? What's going on? Did you ask anything like that?
I don't remember. I think so. I think I was just concerned about getting his life back. I think I was just concerned. I just thought this was... I didn't know what to think. What do you do?
Well, is the shower curtain still in that bathroom?
Yeah.
Is it missing a piece?
Mm-mm.
Well, the piece of shower curtain you found under your bed, where did that come from?
I don't know.
It's not from the shower curtain at your house?
No. I didn't find a missing piece. I can't find a cut-off piece.
Well, you said you found a cut-off piece under your bed.
But I can't find it on any shower curtain. Maybe I'll re-look.
Well, you only have one. How many shower curtains?
2.
Well, we'll go back together and look. Okay? Did you look at any of your scissors to see if there was any material from his shirt?
I looked in the bathtub and I found a little fiber.
Okay.
But
do any of your scissors have any of
I'll check that. I didn't look.
We'll go check?
Okay. I can check.
Tanina's palms are up as she makes big motions with her
She
hands.
cleaned that. She
I'm
cleaned
going
the
to ask you a
scissors up.
horrific question.
Yeah.
Man, you don't got to tell her. Don't preface that. Just say.
Do you think that it's possible that during your night or sleeping or dreaming that you got up and did anything to him?
No, I never sleepwalk.
First, she shakes her head yes while he's asking the question. Then she starts shaking her head no before she denies sleepwalking. Not denying that she did anything to him, just denying that she sleepwalks, which is odd, because you would expect her to adamantly deny everything, despite Tanina's...
That is a great point, y'all. What do y'all feel about that? She said she only denied sleepwalking, but she never denied hurting little D'Angelo. Man, she got to go to prison, bro. She got to go
Claimed
to
that
the
she never
jailhouse.
sleepwalks. Vicky reported to police that Tanina confessed to sleepwalking and hallucinating during a car ride together.
I had people go, saying the worst stuff. I was sleepwalking. I was scared. I'm like, do I sleepwalk? I do not sleepwalk, by the way. But they were putting stuff in my head. And I've dealt with so much that is just so wrong. And I just want to get through it. And I just want to have a normal life.
But I want to ask my mom if I was up.
You can't sleepwalk when you're up. Absolutely, booby. You can't sleepwalk when you're wide awake.
I don't know.
You were just walking.
I was just dreaming. I was out cold. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. It's embarrassing.
Well, it's not your fault.
It is.
Yeah,
it is her fault. Stop saying that.
That's why I feel.
But
it's my mom.
But it isn't you.
It's my mom. But it's my mom.
This would have been a good point for the detective to ask Tanina to explain this claim further. Also, it seems weird to feel an emotion like embarrassment, given the tragic situation.
We have like that bond.
You're embarrassed for your mom.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for my mom.
You're
I hate that my
embarrassed.
mom's there. I hate that this happened. I feel so embarrassed. I feel... That's what it is. It's just, I feel so... It's your mom. How do you deal with it?
I don't know.
A sweet little woman. You know what I mean?
Doesn't make sense to us.
It doesn't. None of her story makes sense.
She told me she snapped over money and shit like that. Doesn't make any sense.
Detectives tried to question Terry one more time while in jail. After initially being confused about whether or not the detective speaking to her was actually her lawyer, Terry said, "I did not plan this. It was an accident. I didn't plan it." She repeated this sentiment multiple times and followed it by stating, "I don't really remember what happened." Though it took some time and prompting from the detective, Terry eventually stated he didn't fight or anything, but that, "I don't remember what happened with D'Angelo in the bathroom. My mind is like, I don't feel like I remember everything that happened to him. It was like it just happened." However, Terry made the incriminating statement that she, quote, "did snap. I just had so much, so many pressures, having no money, no place, there's so many things." However, she didn't make an outright confession to drowning D'Angelo. Towards the end of the interview, in one of the few clear statements she made, Terry was adamant that no one killed him. Still, the vague claim that she snapped was further reinforced by the recorded conversations Terry was having with her daughter, Vicky.
I don't know what happened to him. I just snapped. I think it just was too many things bothering me. Did you know he died? Did you know? Yes. I think so, yeah. Yeah, you did know. I always thought. And Tonina tried to resuscitate him? Yeah. And was he coming back? No. No.
She lied.
No. So he had been dead in the water for a while? No. Maybe like 2 minutes. And how did he get in there? I don't know. You snapped? You just snapped? You just snapped. That's a nightmare.
Yep.
Oh my God. I mean, things happen and people screw up and drink and drive and
No.
do things like that.
This one ain't the mayor's widow. She another one. That was a case. That was an earlier case in the week.
I love you. You're my mother.
This is the one right before this case. You know, this is two-day case. This one was that one. The mayor's widow was the one before.
I love you with all my heart. Thank you. I do love you. Always know I will be there for you, no matter what. I love you. You will always be my mother. I'd never hate you or nothing. I always will love you. And I will help you with the best I can. I need you to kids, Charles. I know you do, and the kids love you too. I love the kids. Nobody does it when they sign us up. They're not the world. They're not like me. Okay. Well, that's not. No. The world knows who you are. You're a good mother. You're a good person. Okay? I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't love you. Thank you. What happened? I never understand it.
At one point during her interview, Terry claimed that she had too many pressures, including financial issues.
Was it that bad financially for her?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. My mom did weird, but...
Like what?
I don't know. She would shut off the vents. I don't know.
Shut off the what?
She shut off the vent to my room. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
You can't shut off the vent. You can close the vent. You can get your country ass back up there and open the vent. Stop trying to make that lady a monster when you kill this boy.
I'm trying to worry about getting dressed, but I can't afford the clothes to buy to get somewhere. I would go because the clothes cost so much money for everything to get them on, the boots, the clothes, you know that. And no, that's not how you. And there's a will and a way. There's a will. Okay, today my blinker fell off my car. Right. Okay, well I'm not crazy about it. No, but I can't. If you want to go get food, you want to go get this, you got to go pay that, you got to do this. it's like you can't get what you got to do to get done. It's very, very difficult. But you have a Mustang sitting there, and you're not supposed to be really driving around. Right. Okay, you're not like the best driver in the world, but you had Tonina's Mustang in the morning. She wasn't even working. You could have went and got a job. We told you that. What are you doing? Well, right, but I mean, come on, Mom. What happened? D'Angelo's dead. Mom, the baby is dead. I don't know what happened to him. I just snapped. I think it just was just too many things bothering me. Did you know what the consequences would be? No, you didn't. That's why we do the things we do, right? Because we don't know the consequences. Right. It's like a drinking and driving.
13 minutes left.
If you drink, you might get pulled over. What happens? You go to jail. But you take that chance. You know? You kill somebody, you go to jail. I mean, there's a big problem here. Very big nightmare right now. And I don't even know where to start.
I don't know what to do. I think I'm so confused. I don't want to be with somebody who's going to sit there and sit here and just, I don't, my sister's family is.
Which sister?
Amy's, they're Chaldean people. I don't want to be around people who are going to blame me and accuse me.
Well, I haven't heard.
My sister Amy, the Chaldean people. What is wrong with you, Tonina? Girl, do you realize you was at the house when my kid was murdered? And you don't want to, if you don't get your victim, want to be the victim ass out my face, girl, I will slap a girl.
I haven't heard anybody do that yet. Has anybody said that to you, or are you just feeling that?
No, they have said it.
They blame you.
They're blaming me.
Why? What did they say? Why?
Man, this thing was blowing. That's what I'm saying. She was.
Dealing with so much. What the?
Yeah.
Well, I'll make some calls today.
Y'all, she worse than the dude. Remember the dude we had the case? He was the black dude that was doing all that goofy shit. Y'all remember that?
For you and try and get this straightened out, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you got emotion because that thing that came down on your head.
Why don't we call your friend?
Okay.
This is a smart move on the part of the detective. Calling Tanina's friend for her is a good way to gain Tanina's support. It would be wise to set up another interview with her. It seems she likely knows more about what really happened to D'Angelo.
You want me to talk to her?
That's fine.
You got her phone?
I don't want her to be involved. I don't want anybody to be involved.
During her interrogation, Tanina makes a few references to her family, believing
You
she
don't want
may
nobody
be
to be
involved.
called. Girl.
It seems she was correct, as Tanina's sister Vicky later came to the police station to make a statement after she picked up Tanina from a psychological evaluation.
Oops, let's read. On the date and time above, I just bit my lip again, bro. That shit hurts so bad. You know, once you bite it one time, you're gonna bite it over and over again. Dang it, but that junk just made my mouth water when you bite it so hard. On the date and time above, I received a phone call from Officer Roger Mueller, Sterling Heights Police Department. He stated that he just had contact with Victoria, daughter of Terry Borgia, defendant in the murder investigation, and the sister of Tanina Borgia, witnessing the homicide. She's a suspect, bitch. Victoria was at the Sterling Heights court as a part of a domestic violence case in which she is a victim and was trying to have a no contact order rescinded, that she told Officer Mueller that her sister, who was just cleared and released from a psychiatric center, told her that the doctors there told her that she sleepwalks and stab people in her sleep and has out-of-body experiences. Victoria said that Tonina told her that's why she will not take a polygraph examination because she was a killer in her sleep.
Vicky alleged that Tanina told her she was a, quote, killer in her sleep, that she stabs people in her sleep, and that she was acting out of body.
No, I never sleepwalk.
Though Vicky wrote in her statement that Tanina told her she was the killer of D'Angelo Tobia, There's no evidence to support this allegation. Later, Tanina stated she was not on her medication at the time she made the comments to her sister, and that she had been experiencing a psychotic break. To make
Hey, that
matters
boy
even more
taking a bit of what
confusing,
up.
though, you'll
Hey,
recall that Tanina told the detective during her
it's the
interrogation
four,
that she
man. We
was
turned
taking
up, man.
medication. So it's hard to know which is the truth, whether she was on medication or off. Either way, it's not uncommon for people with
Tell you, I done told them folk you got to sell, so they finna come to the highway collection and got the shop you out.
bipolar or other mood disorders to be inconsistent with medication. So
Hey,
technically,
what's
she
up,
may have
Mo?
been on
Good
her
morning, good morning,
medication at
good
one
morning.
point and recently come
I ain't seen
off.
no DM out this morning. I ain't seen no message out this morning because it's holiday. I know I figured y'all might be razzling and dazzling, getting them pots together and stuff early this morning. But it's all good. This is a little optional, a little holiday pay. Appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? Man, lock his mammy up too. Why the would you let your child go over there knowing that now I'm on D'Angelo's mama head? Now that's what I'm talking about, booby. That's when they gotta wear that. They gotta wear that, bruh. They gotta wear that. Y'all kept taking on folk over there repeatedly. And your sister was off. Your sister worked hard as hell. Excuse my French. Your mama wasn't doing right. You kept repeatedly. I don't want to take my damn child over there if my mama complaining that she ain't got no money. She ain't got no money and she can't eat. She can't go nowhere. I'm not taking my child over there. I'm not. You are just as guilty for your son's murder as the mom, as the auntie, because you consistently took that baby over there after being warned several times that these people weren't in a safe place.
Tanina has also since
Okay,
made
that's what I'm talking
inflammatory
about.
accusations about the medical
Get that
staff that
rest,
tended
boo.
to
Get that
D'Angelo.
rest, mo.
Though case reports indicate
I'm
that
trying to give you
Tanina
a
was
benefit of the
escorted
doubt,
to
but
the
here comes the
hospital
doubt.
by
I done brought
police
the
and
doubt with
arrived
me.
only in time to hear that D'Angelo hadn't made it. She's asserted that hospital staff wanted him to die, did nothing, and neglected to put him into a drowning unit,
What is a
which
drowning
doesn't
unit?
exist. She
Right.
also maintains that she was there at his side as he passed.
She
And I
lied.
held his hand in the hospital, and that's when he turned blue, and that's when he died. That's when he died.
But there's
What
no
the
evidence
fuck?
to suggest that
She's
Tanina
making
was
that
with
up. The boy was
D'Angelo
dead
after he was
in the
removed from the
hospital.
home.
I'll tell you what.
She got
Who? She is?
No, she was my best friend, but that little kid was my best friend.
that little kid. That little kid was your best friend, but you ain't say that little kid name one time. You ain't say that kid name one time. That little
Remember, you have to
kid.
call one of your
Who is
doctors
that?
today who gives you that and get a recommendation to get in to see somebody.
It's just hard to lose a nephew.
The daughter ain't shit. If a mom ain't got no food, she should have been trying to help her mom not bring them kids over there. That's what I was.
And if your mom in prison.
Love. Remember, I was saying that yesterday, and that y'all like, nah, no, nah. You gotta let her breathe. No, man, no way. If Jenny is at somebody's house, and I know Jenny head ain't in the game, and I know Jenny ain't got no food over there, and she said she ain't got no clothes and the bills, and she's stressed out, and all she do is pacing, and she done been off her meds. I am not finna take my kids to Jenny house. I'm gonna go over to Jenny house myself and take care of Jenny, make sure we nurse Jenny back to health. But them children, it's not finna be over there. They're not. Yeah. No, you wanted him to die. He been dead an hour ago when she took him out. Yeah, he been dead.
I will meet you up in front. I'll come in and let you know what car I'm in,
Ain't no way
and
she
we'll
got
just
that
follow you
big
over to your
though.
house, okay?
Is my place really that different?
What do you mean?
I don't know, is it different?
Different.
You
What?
said my house was different, my apartment.
What?
Well, you're gonna be in there thinking about stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be different.
No, like it's different. The scheme.
The scheme.
Yeah.
No. They don't rearrange your furniture. They don't interior. Girl, get your dumb ass out of here. Get dumb.
I don't know what you
You
mean by
dumb
that.
as a fool.
The paint.
The paint?
Like the decoration.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, for sure.
No, other people have described it as that.
Oh no, is it bad?
I don't know.
I don't want the media in my house.
Well, they're not coming in.
This odd tangent likely left detectives with more questions than answers, and one has to imagine that the major inconsistencies between her two interviews
This detective is ass, bro.
also left them unsure of the truth. Among her contradictory statements,
It was no pressure placed on. It was no pressure placed on this girl and her inconsistencies and all the lies that were recognized that she told. Nothing was pressed. She was never pressed and made to feel uncomfortable as a direct witness that had hands on a young kid that died. She was never put in the light of a suspect. That's piss
were her
poor.
claims about
When a husband or a wife get killed in the house, they do what? Look at the spouse and look at the kids. Anybody in the house, they look at them first. They press them folks. They press them until it was no pressing.
sleepwalking, along with various times that she believed she
Yeah, that's
woke
the
up the
auntie,
morning
Mug. It's the
D'Angelo
auntie. Her
drowned.
fake
When I woke
ass.
up, my mom
Look,
had knocked on my door. It was 3 a.m. in the morning.
I woke up at 7.
That
you're a liar. You're a dog-faced liar, you mutt-face ass girl.
happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so
You're an
prior
idiot,
to waking up.
The 911 call was made at 7:14 a.m., which better
You woke up
aligns
at
with her
7 o'clock.
waking up at 7 a.m. and not an
You said
hour
14.
prior as stated in her second interview.
There
But
you go.
neither can be proven.
You know, in 2009, I was kind of like a supermodel. And I think a lot of people were really kind of jealous of my success. And I think people were really trying to hurt me. And I think they just wanted to do something to really hurt me. And when I read things like they want to be a vigilante and they want to come after me and they got some, motive to do it.
That girl said she was a supermodel. Ain't no way she said that. Girl, we seen all the pictures. It wasn't nothing super about your modeling. She gotta get one. Cause she a clown. She is a clown for sure.
I really feel like, somebody was trying to really hurt me.
No,
and they were trying to hurt my family.
Tay. She was just in the interrogation room with all that talking about all that crying. That what you thought? Nah, that what she talking about. She was a super.
And I think jealousy is really gross and ugly, but I can't tell you I have seen it. And it has.
She said she's a supermodel. Boy, you seen it? Did you see her sitting in that thing on there? She was not no damn supermodel, bro. She was that girl. That was
it
funny.
has really hurt me. I mean, I would go to Starbucks and these girls would be like, "You smell and you have stretch marks," and I'm like, "Why? Why are you talking? Because I'm pretty? You want to hurt me?"
If the girl that stopped her said, "You smell, you smell," that ain't got nothing to do with being pretty. You ain't washing your ass. You pretty and stank.
And I've just dealt a lot with people really trying to put me down and hurt my feelings. And I'm tired of feeling like garbage. I'm not garbage. I'm a good person. I'm worth it.
Terry was officially charged with first-degree felony murder in the drowning death of her grandson, D'Angelo.
She should have been.
Everything came to a head when the case went to court. The 911 call itself was also a major point of contention for both the prosecution and defense teams.
It's blue? Yeah. All right. You know where his heart is in the middle of his chest? Yeah. All right, take your two hands and just a little bit above it and just push on his chest in the middle as much as you can, okay? Do about 10 times and then breathe into him again. I need you to stay calm. Stay calm. No, what's this? Okay. Is there two people there? Yeah. All right, I want two people. One to do the chest compression, the other one to breathe for him. Mom, can you come here? Can you breathe in his mouth?
Oh,
Don't breathe in his mouth.
oh man. Oh man. Oh, look what Taylor. Oh, Taylor. Bro, she's slow as hell, bro. Y'all got me tripping. This motherfucker. Hey, is she a supermodel, bro? Hey, is she a supermodel? I'm a supermodel too. I look like what was his name? What was the black dude? Name that all the ladies were going crazy for back in the 90s. What the little gay dude name was? Tyson Beckford. Tyson Beckford. Yeah, yeah. I'm baby Tyson. Pretty, yeah, pretty evil. Yeah, you smell. Yeah, take. Yes, so you smell. You go wise. Go wise. She was known in the hood. She was known in the house. She was known in her house. Tay, she want to be a highway collection model. Tay, she want a collection model. Yeah. So grand. So They took grandson over there. They took grandson over there. Mama already said the grandma said she ain't had no clothes, no money for no clothes. She couldn't pay her bills. She ain't even got no food over there to eat. They constantly kept taking that baby over there. So Nina asked already that auntie supermodel. You already said she's slow, Tay. So you already see just in that little clip what the hell she on. She at the house. She talking about the baby been in the tub for an hour. She talking about she was doing CPR on the baby. The baby came back to life. Somebody went to the hospital. She was holding the baby hand. He turned blue and died right there in the hospital. The bitch didn't even go to the hospital with the boy. She don't even call D'Angelo name. Her nephew. She said my sister's nephew died in my apartment. A little boy drowned in my apartment. She ain't never called his name. This woman retarded, Tay. She's slow motion. Yeah, Tyson.
Is somebody there
Tyson.
yet? No, not yet. Okay, I thought I heard a voice. Oh, it's my mom. Okay.
Yeah, Tyson Bedford. Yeah.
Hi. But
That's what I'm saying.
The
Look, they know
prosecution
Tyson.
used the
Man.
call to stress
He was the hottest nigga in the 90s, bro. All the lady look Gucci used to get away to Tyson, bro. Straight up. Soon as they hit me in a row. Bam, 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 bam. They know Tyson. They know the Tyson.
Terry's refusal to help Tanina with CPR,
Oh,
even after being instructed to do so.
that's funny.
The defense, on the other
Y'all
hand,
crazy,
used the
bro.
call against Tanina to demonstrate that her initial
Y'all
behavior on
crazy.
the call was
Nah,
matter
the
of
only one that
fact,
went gay, you
and
remember
that she
Tyrese? You know, Tyrese started like that. He was a model too. Tyrese had y'all in the goddamn chokehold too when he was da 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 always Coca Cola. Yeah. Yep, he had all in the blitz right there too. He had that's when the dog skins was in then. How you pretty and funky. Pretty funky. We all supermodels. We finna rip the runway. Tay, we finna have a highway collection fashion show with all the ladies, man. Yeah. Heck yeah, Tyson was nice. He was pretty. Tay, we don't even really know because her ass been lying all time. Straight up. She got some mental issues. Look at Tay. Fuck Tyson. Yeah, it's about us, Tay. We the new way, Tay. Y'all tripping. Chinese gay. What? He got all the baby mamas. Y'all crazy. Boo, because this has taken 1,000 different turns, 10,000. She say Tyree gay, brother. Oh, Tyson. Tyson little sweet butt. Yeah, he the little sweet one. He the little sweet one, yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all don't remember that lip piercing? Yes. I don't like his ass for nothing. The same reason Tyrese. Damn, you don't like Tyrese? Damn. Passing over the way. Yeah, I told y'all about them placements of them piercings on certain genders. I like Tyrese now that I heard his story. Tyrese almost lost his mind. Yeah, he almost lost his mind. And remember, Muff, when you used to be on the show when I used to be on defending Tyrese because he used to be on the online crying all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Tyson. Tyson was sweeter than cotton candy. Yeah. Tyrese, he just got baby mama problems and mental health issues.
seemed uncaring.
I like
The
Tyrese
defense
though.
claimed
Tyrese,
that
my
she
nigga.
didn't become hysterical until dispatch started asking her questions, hoping this would prove that
Look,
she wasn't quite
Tay, there she go. That's supermodel right there. That's supermodel right there, Tay. That's
as
supermodel.
distraught as she'd led them to believe.
I was insulted with my 911 call. They made fun of the fact that I didn't get him out of the tub first, and I apologize about that, but I was in total shock and I didn't know what to do. It was the most shocking thing. I've never had anything
Me
ever happen to me
too.
like
I
that.
know, baby boy.
So, I mean, I just want to let the truth be told that we aren't bad
Strong
people.
than
We're really good
Papa.
people.
Oh,
Yes, we do struggle with
Randy.
mental health, but I think everybody does.
Always let
There was no
me
doubt that both
with
Tanina and
smile.
Terry exhibited bizarre
Once
behavior,
in a
and the
while.
knowledge that both women allegedly
That was one of
confessed
my
to the
favorite Kill
crime
songs,
only
even though it was a
added to the
remake.
confusion
That was
about
one
what
of my
really
favorite
happened.
Kill songs.
Terry's attorney suggested that her confession was the false one and not Tanina's. He fought to show that Terry's love for her daughter was greater than anything else, and that she'd do anything to protect her.
You're gonna take care of Tony forever. I mean, yeah, so this is going on. Yeah, we're gonna take care of Tony and Julio. Yeah. What do we do with Tonina for everything? She's gonna stay in the apartment and take care of it. There's no, take care of the dog. There's no food in there. Okay, but she'll figure it out because she's gonna have to get a job. She's supposed. This is the whole thing. She is supposed to get a food card. Can you help her with all that, the food card? Okay, and I want you to remember that I love you. You're my mom. What did Tonina say? Did she love words?
Who gives a damn what Tonina said? Your other baby Vicky on the phone trying to make sure you got stuff on your books, and you talking about what Tonina's man. Nobody don't give a damn about no Tonina.
She's worried and very concerned. I feel sorry. She's like in another
Well, you
world.
hate baby
I
boy.
think that's the whole thing too. She's like in a
There
sewing
ain't nothing
world.
wrong with that.
You know, like she's made a store. Okay, got mirrors on the wall. That's not the concern. The concern is D'Angelo. There's a 4-year-old son. My nephew, Mom. I take him to school. He's gone. I know. My nephew. I love him.
The defense attorney rationalized that Terry showed deep concern for Tanina and that she was willing to go to jail to protect her.
Yes.
Terry was put on trial 3 separate times between 2010 and 2012. All 3 were declared mistrials. The first for inadmissible statements made in court. The second because the only witness, Tanina, was unavailable for testimony. The reason that she was suddenly unavailable for testimony was because she'd been arrested for indecent exposure and assault on a police officer. However, it's quite odd for a witness.
This girl done clicked out on the police. See? Mama is she gonna ride. She doing what mama better do. Like I told my son. I told y'all, like I said, yeah, he been in a little situation, the car registered in my name, bro. If the police come looking for you, I'm not finna tell on my son. I'm not finna say, yeah, he did it. He was speeding. That was him driving the car. They're gonna be like, Mr. Dallas, that was you in the car. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that charge. I'm gonna sit down for my kid. I will. I'm all my kids. They know their daddy is sitting down. Tay know that too. Tay know I'm taking that. Just make sure I'm straight. Yeah, Baby Boy is one of the
To be
it's like
unavailable due to incarceration.
it's a classic to me, but it ain't up there with like I'm gonna get you sucker Friday after next, Minister Society, New Jack City, down Sugar Hill, Paid in Full, Scarface. It ain't one of them like that. It's on the bottom of the list. But I consider it a black classic because it was a black classic. But it was just a typical day in the hood. That's all it was. And we see that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I hated most of our movies. I never watched all of Belly. I hated Minister Society. I hated A Boys in the Hood. I loved all of them. Belly was good. Minister Society was great too. I just love how catchy it was. Oh, good. I'm not alone. Boys in the Hood, autocorrect. All that BS Taraji was putting up with, ain't no way I go through that type of just to say I got a man. Taraji was poisonous too. She was toxic as hell on that movie too. Movies from our generation was catchy, funny, catchy. We having conversations in movie form. Yeah, for sure. Good morning, Mom. Love you. Good morning. Oh, I'm gonna get you suck is my favorite, boy. That was boy what I never seen Belly or Paid in Full. Paid in Full is a good one. I would recommend you seeing Paid in Full first and then seeing Belly. Paid in Full is good. I think that my upbringing is what made me like not like those for sure, for sure. But when you rewatch Boys in the Hood, you find different characters that you're like, oh dang, I didn't understand this person then, or I didn't understand him when I was coming up. Like even when I listen to music now, when I listen to Outkast was talking that talk. I did not know what them folk were talking about at 13. I was just me and you, yo mama. I was just that. I didn't know what the hell that was. But when I started listening to what got stopped in the mall the other day, heard the calls from the other way when I just came from some nigga was saying something, talking about, hey man, you remember me from school? No, not really, but he kept smiling like a clown, facial expression, looking sick. See, he was going off. I didn't understand what he was saying. I was just putting words together. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, man. We got 2 minutes.
Unavailable is a specific term in
Rock Data
relation to
full
witness
good.
testimony
That's what
and
Cam
relates to
Ron and I
rules
remember.
of criminal procedure. Witnesses are usually unavailable due to death, inability to be located.
You know what one of my favorite movies is that I don't really tell people about? It's not a black movie. The Life of David Gale. If you ever seen The Life of David Gale, boy, that is a twist, turn, and a doop, diddly, boop, boop. Go watch it. That movie's good.
Inability to recollect events, or an outright refusal to testify. The third trial was declared a mistrial.
So why she wasn't put in a damn prison house? If she refused to testify,
Due to a jury deadlock. In early 2013, however, Terry was brought back to trial for the fourth and
4
final
times.
time.
God,
Tanina didn't
God.
testify in her mother's fourth trial, but her previous testimony for the prosecution was permitted, in which she told the court that her mother admitted to her that morning that she'd killed D'Angelo. While both legal teams never disputed that D'Angelo had been murdered, the defense was adamant that Terry was desperate to cover for her daughter and believed that her behavior, her claim to having snapped, phone calls, and refusal to testify were all to protect Tanina. The prosecution maintained that there was no evidence to support this theory. Yet on March 11, 2013, 2 years after D'Angelo's death, Terry Rita Borgia was found guilty of felony murder. She was sentenced to life in prison, where she died from cancer in May of 2018.
I really think the sentence that they gave her was so harsh.
Shut up. I'm sorry. You set your mama up. You set your mama to die in prison with a life sentence.
I think the law is such a travesty. I don't think she should have been in there that long. I think that, she got cancer. I don't think they helped her at all with cancer. She absolutely died, and they didn't even tell me she was dying. I saw my mom in a coffin. I didn't get to say goodbye to my mom. I didn't get to say anything to her. I didn't get to introduce her to my kids. I mean, wow, my mom was a dog. The law is just, it's awful. Something just absolutely needs to be done about it. You think it's so great. It just absolutely isn't. It's just not fair. And I tell you, these people, like, their biases and opinions, like, everyone's listening to them and they just think they're the right. It's not. It's absolutely not. And I wish people would just think outside the box and start asking questions. My family didn't know who to blame or what to blame. We still really don't know what really happened. I don't know if it really is my mom. It's definitely not me.
Retarded,
but I do believe that someone did
bro.
come into our house. I mean, I was sleeping at night and I could feel myself moving around, like somebody was moving on and off my pants.
So you just said you felt yourself moving around. You were sleeping at night. You killed that boy. You put that boy in. You picked that boy up out of his bed in his pajamas, and you dumped him in that water. And you held him down. Then you woke up there, and your mom was like, "No, I'm not helping you do it. You do it. You in trouble. You got to do this, Tonia." That's what I believe, man. And y'all let mama go to jail because you a dog-faced gremlin.
And I did have this weird dream about people from my high school and moving in seats with them. And when I woke up, I was in different clothing, and it was just absolutely bizarre. It's interesting because I was picked apart and I was insulted on everything that I did.
When we asked her directly what she remembers about her nephew, Tanina had this to say.
I remember a little bit about him, and it's only because I had to work so hard. My dad passed away at 20 years old, so I had to work 2 jobs. So I never got to really spend.
Shut up. Your dad passed away at 20. You was 25 when this man died. Stop. Shut up. He came to your house where you lived every weekend. The neighbors say you were there. You were there every weekend. Every time you came home, there was arguments with your mama. Girl, you spent time with that man. Stop trying to downplay the role. You.
like that much time with him. I never got to spend like birthday parties, and I only saw him once in a while
Yes, you
because
should
I
have been
had
enjoyed
bills
too.
and I went to college and I had to pay student loans. I had to pay a car payment. I had so
Both.
much that I was just always working. And my sisters were really mad that I couldn't spend time, but I was like 26 and I had to support my.
You were 25. Your mother said so. Stop blending the years. The year that your nephew died, you wasn't working no two jobs. They said you're working nights. Goofy ass little girl. Shut your butt up. We pay attention. You could talk somebody else under us. I be hating when my friends be trying to do that. I'm a listener. I listen. I remember. I hear your ideas or whatever. I hear your complaints. You can't come back to me and tell me something different that you told me because I'm gonna check you on that. I'm gonna get at you like because I listen. I pay attention. You're not gonna finesse me. You're not gonna finesse me. She aggravated your soul and mine too,
Myself,
man.
and I've been supporting myself on my own for a long time, and with Mark, he helps me, but it's been.
You can't say you support yourself on your own for a long time, but Mark, he helps me. That is contradicting exactly what you said. And you lived with your mother until you're 25. You said then you had to take care of yourself from 26. So you've been doing yourself, you was taking care of yourself for a year. Holy smokes. Shut up. She's goofy. She don't listen to what she
A
say.
huge struggle.
The conflicting details she gives may be indicative of deception or simply a safeguard put up by her own mind.
No,
Memories can be
no.
untrustworthy, especially regarding trauma. Individuals can believe things that could not have happened, yet the memories are incredibly distinct. Finally, there's the matter of the odd reference to Eminem's song 3 a.m. A look at the lyrics reveals something rather eerie, but we'll let you decide.
When I woke up, my mom had knocked on my door. It was 3 a.m. in the morning. And it's interesting because Eminem has a song, 3 a.m. in the morning, put my key in the door, bodies laying all over the floor. I don't remember how they got there, but I must have killed them. And I think it's a really interesting song because that happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how that happened.
Some of the lyrics read, pushed him into the stinking tub, cut him up into pieces, and just when I went to drink his blood, I thought I ought to drink his bathwater. That ought to be fun. We reached out to Tanina to clarify some of the seemingly conflicting statements she made, but we haven't heard back.
Yeah.
It's important to note, however, that Tanina has never been charged for D'Angelo Tobia's murder.
Never. You're supposed to listen. I used to hold on to what people said and let them lie. But now, nope. That ain't what you said on February 29, 2001. Yeah, that's a real Eminem song. That's why, see, and people be like, man, but you be hard on Eminem. I don't relate to that, but I don't want to kill my baby mama. I don't want to, yeah, I get mad at her ass from time to time, but I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill my mama. I love my mama. This my boy, he want to do all that. He want to, if Jay-Z would have said that, that boy would be in prison. That's why I don't be like, oh, he's the greatest. Nah, he got privileges that other rappers didn't get. Bottom line. So I'm not saying he's not a good rapper. Yeah, he could put some bars together, but he's not relatable to me. I don't do anything that Eminem does. That's just me. That's just me. But hey, y'all, that was it, bro. That's some BS. Tony should have been charged. That's what I'm saying. They didn't press her. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing for her. They didn't do nothing, man. Y'all, I hope y'all had a good week, man. We ain't gonna pop off tomorrow, man, because I know y'all probably got family in town. Unless y'all want to. Unless y'all want to. I know y'all got family in town. My grandson's birthday today. We finna go kick it. I'm finna go over there and aggravate him. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get me a little J in first. Because it's only 8:19 over here. Y'all, I just want to thank y'all for a great. Hold on. Eminem has some real dark lyrics. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like putting his baby mama in the trunk, drive off a cliff with the baby in her belly, and you just get your daughter. Man, come on, bro. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking with that white boy serial killer shit, bro. On no music. Nah. Because if I would say that, y'all gonna criticize me. Y'all gonna take me. Jay-Z can't say that. Andre 3000 can't say that. Nas can't say that. Nas can't say I'm gonna kill my BM. What you talking about, Khalid? Oh, you going to prison. Yeah, they just all the lyrics that they use in Young Thugs. case, all the lyrics that I use in Lucci case, all the lyrics and shit. Man, yeah, we can't get away with that. But Eminem can say what he wants to on his lyrics. I mean, that's just me. He do. Hey, I don't rock with Eminem. Nah, man, a whole bunch of malarkey. We can. I'll probably be making cake in the morning. Bet. I ain't even lock her ass in the mental facility. They ain't even nothing. She just got to. I'll do it. If you do it, evil twin, we on, we down. We locked in. We locked in. Y'all, I'm fit this week. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Y'all, so y'all let me know. We popping out tomorrow. We gonna pop out tomorrow. We gonna get some extra overtime. Officer Hansy might have a little word for y'all, man. He might have a little word for y'all. Bro, in Arizona, I be buying back at the house. I be buying the items, right? I buy an ounce of weed. That shit be running back 200. My partner give it to me for $1.50. I said, about all that shit for $100. They had $30 ounces of weed. I said, what? $30. But that ain't for y'all. That ain't for you. It's legal here. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just being a great Arizonian. Okay? Y'all, I love y'all, man. For real, man. Y'all rocked out with me. Good work this week, detectives. We put these folk in prison. We let one get away, though. We let Tonia, she got away, and she got away scot-free, and I'm disappointed in that. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm disappointed in that. There go our checks right there. The what? Nah, he didn't direct deposit me your check. We there. You ain't live. What? Yeah, that's a lead. That's a lot of this legal. It's legal. I didn't do anything illegal in this. I didn't show you anything illegal, bro. Y'all, man, I had a good time. We wasn't even supposed to go over 2 hours, but we was rocking and rolling today. Good vibes. Man, y'all be safe, bro. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. I want to see all y'all face tomorrow. I want to see all y'all Monday. I want to see, because 4th of July, man, 4th of July get wild out there, man. And if you got a veteran friend, 4th of July is tough for veterans, especially war fighters. The noises, the sound, man. Go love on the veteran. Call one of your veteran partners and check on them. Take them a little plate round the corner. You know what I'm saying? If you got some elderly people in your family that ain't really can't shake and bake, I mean, take them folk a plate. Take them folk a down plate. I know we ain't celebrating the full, but get them folk a plate today, man. If you got the ability in your body to go and be a blessing to somebody in your family that is a older or a less fortunate member, today is the perfect day to do that. People want to be included. People want to be a part of the family. Yeah, he might be a handful to deal with. He might have had some drug problems, but who the hell are you? Are you perfect? No. So go make sure that man eating. Make sure that man or that woman is straight. Make sure today, just today, that they feel that their family love them. Now, if they got a drug problem, I ain't telling you go give them no goddamn money. I'm telling you go take them some food. Go show your face. Invite them to the house. If they steal a lot, let them come outside and sit on the porch. Y'all sit on the porch. I got family members that used to come to the crib and wipe us out. But we ain't turn our back, man. And I'm really tired of that, bro. I'm really tired of that, bro. I'm really tired of turning my back on people that need us, bro. Especially when God done bless us with the ability to bless somebody else. And I ain't talking about no thousands of dollars. You got $5. You can go with that man a goddamn $5 meal. You got some chicken in that refrigerator that you know for sure you ain't finna eat that chicken. Man, go be a blessing, bro. Straight up. That's real. That's real, real, real. And if y'all don't hear nothing else I ever say in these podcasts, know that I'm thankful for you. Know that I appreciate you. You are the reason that I got up tired as hell to come because I said my people depending on me. We have a good time here. This is a family. Y'all included. Y'all make me go. And I just want to say thank you. Love y'all. And I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna go jump in these bags real quick. But hey, I told DJ he better throw me some goddamn meat on the grill too. If I don't have no impossible on there, I'm flipping the whole grill over and I'm recording too. All the meat gonna be on the ground. We going out today with a bang. I love y'all, man. Peace. Hey, stop by and check out my Modesty. Is Modest Mama still in here? Modesty, let us know if you're gonna tap in for band camp. Me, my personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion. You done drove 10 hours, you kicking it with family. Tonight may not be the night that you need to go do band camp because you might not be able to be focused because your family want to see you. You know, made it a long trip. So me, I'm saying band camp should be next Friday. But if my girl go up, I'm gonna be in the building, man. You should too. But Young Tay, we got 2, 3 photo videos dropping today. I want to see y'all name in the mix, man. Spin by Young Tay, the Highway Collection, got that 4th of July sale. Use that discount code Uno, get you something for the low ski. Get you something for the low, man. Cause we love y'all, man. That's one way we can show y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. Man, go spend a couple dollars. Man, you got $20. Go spend $20. Get you some shorts. Get
Here this morning, police are looking for a
The
suspect.
only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the Ones Detective Agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The Ones Detective Agency, with your captain, Uno the One.